What's going on? Welcome to another live edition of Real Fans Real Talk. Started the show off with that trailer because I want y'all to go check out. That's my new project I'm working on now. Myself and Eric is going to be on the series a little bit later on down the road, but y'all can check that out on the Plug Network. Episode 1 is dropping this Monday night. Now, with that being said, we got a whole lot of sports to get into. We got a whole lot of gaming to get into today. This is going to be a big energy episode. I'm just letting y'all know right now because of our special guests. But before we do that, let me introduce my co-host, my brother, the one and only legend in two games, Eric Sanchez. What's up, man?
What's really good, bro? And I'm super excited for today's episode because some people don't realize the type of supporters we have. They gonna bring a lot of pressure. They gonna bring the heat. They gonna have a lot of questions. And I think our guest tonight is one of the few people that can handle that type of pressure. I seen this gentleman hold himself down at a Real Fans Real Talk 2K tournament. So if he can handle that, I think he's gonna be good for today's episode, man.
Hold on, let's bring him on. Fresh off of a hot nine, the hip hop gamer. What is
you already know what it is, baby. You already know what it is. The go to the game is in the building. Real fans, real talk. That's the only way it goes down when I'm around, son. Hot 97. I love y'all. Let's get it popping, baby. Yo, this is crazy. I missed y'all, man. Real talk. Let's get it.
I told y'all it's gonna be a big energy episode. I know the last time y'all seen the hip hop gamer might have been sitting in the judge's seat with us at Bowling for Peace, judging the dunk contest because we needed a ringer, we needed a special celebrity guest judge, and it was only right that we brought the hip hop gamer on, and he helped us pick the winner in the dunk contest. But now he is officially back on Real Fans Real Talk, just in time for the release of one of my two favorite games of all time, and that is Madden 24. Let's talk about it.
Yo, let's talk about it. First thing, so I've been playing a little bit of Madden 24 because I've been playing a lot of games. Like, for example, you got Starfield, that's about to drop. You got Immortals of Avium, that's about to drop. The second episode of The Expanse, which is amazing with Telltale Games. They're incredible as well, and Deck 9 games. So I've been playing a lot of stuff. But Madden 24, I've been getting my hands, a little dirty on that one as well. You know what I'm saying? So one thing I'm gonna tell you right now, especially for a football fan, what Madden has done and what they need to do. That's what I'm gonna speak on right now. In terms of where we at right now, they've done a great job this year with the running game and the animations from what I've seen. The running game and like the assignments in terms of the blockers and stuff like that is a lot more fun and realistic to play. So I'm locked in with that. And when I mean locked in, New York Giants, you know what I'm saying? Saquon Barkley is a beast right now. So we going in with him. But I'm gonna tell you right now, on the flip side, what they need to do, because you spoke about two games that you really like. So I'm assuming that other game is 2K. And if I'm assuming right, what NBA 2K24 and FC 24 has done, with soccer, is they are allowing the actual game itself, every game that you watch, past, present, and future, all the animations, everything that they do in real life will be imported into your gameplay. So when you're playing FIFA, they got this joint called, I think, Hypervision or Hyper. I think it's Hypervision, if I'm not mistaken, Hypermotion. And on NBA 2K, it's called Pro Play, where whenever you see on TV, whatever you watching on TV, whatever animation is there is in the game verbatim. Like, it is unbelievable. It's not motion mocap with the suits on can. No, what they do in the game in real life is ported into the game that you play. So to me, I think that's where Madden needs to take it for Madden 25. But what they did this year, what they got right, that running game and those animations, yeah, they did their thing.
So you're saying for anybody out there who prefer to run the ball as opposed to passing the ball, this is your year. This is the Madden that you're gonna like the most.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hands down. Yeah.
Let me go to one of these questions up here. We got Pooh. Shout out to Pooh, man. She was first today. She must have been off work and had some time to settle in. She got her questions up in here. She says, "Hey Gerard, how did you get started playing video games? I know this has been asked a million times, but it's okay because you asking it here on Real Fans Real Talk. So we appreciate you."
Let's get it, yo. Shout out to Pooh. You know what I'm saying? First off, my grandmother, rest in peace. She's the one who taught me how to play video games when I was 4 years old. So I've been playing video games all my life, and that's how I got my start. What I will say is that my grandmother, she didn't just use it as a tool to keep me off the streets. I'm born and raised East New York, Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So what happened is my grandmother, she was a gamer herself. Hardcore. Her favorite character of all time is Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, and also in Street Fighter is Bullrog. She loved Sub-Zero and Mortal Kombat. She played Grand Theft Auto, Donkey Kong Country, Q-Bert, you name it. My grandma's was on it, son. So she was a hardcore gamer for real. So that's just to get that out the way. But I'm gonna tell you, that's what got me started playing games. But what made me love gaming, like the culture, the industry, everything, playing Super Mario Brothers. When I played Super Mario Brothers, I became a fan of gaming for life, and then everything else just came along with it. That's when the NBA Jams came on, and the Street Fighters of the world and stuff like that. I just been hooked ever since I was 4. Period.
There you go. Grandma's boy. They loving your grandma in the comments.
Man.
Let
me that's the name of my company, dog. Grandma's Boy Entertainment. That's the name of my company, son. Yep.
Shout out to Emily. She says, talk about your grandma and what she meant to you. She was raised by her grandmother and great grandmother. Shout out to you.
Wow. Yo, so first of all, Imani, one love and God bless. And we also share the last name. My last name is Williams as well. So yeah, much love. We got a connection. You know what I'm saying? One thing I would say is with my grandmother, man, she's my everything, man. I'm gonna share this with y'all. You know, they say hindsight is 2020. One of the things that I love, and also one of the things that's painful when I think about my grandma, is that I wish I would have given my life to the Lord sooner, because then I would have been able to properly appreciate my grandmother for longer while she was here. I wasn't no like bad wild kid or nothing like that. It wasn't that, but there's so much that she tried to give me and instill in me, and I was very rebellious, like a lot of kids are. And now that I am who I am and I've become who I've become, so much of that is because of my grandma. I wish I could have had more time to enjoy my grandma and get to who I am now faster. You can't rush it. It's a process, obviously. But what I would say is my grandmother, she gave me, you know, so much discipline, so much love, so much joy, taught me so many things. And my grandmother made me understand what love truly meant. And what I mean by that is in the Bible, I think it's 1 Corinthians verse 13, if I'm not mistaken, it explains what love actually means. You know, love is patient, love is kind, love does not boast, you know, things that us as humans will never be able to do properly, fully for one another. But my grandmother was the closest thing to what love is for me. And that's why I love my grandma so much, because what she gave me, I've built my entire business around to give back to others, whether they kids, whether they adults, whatever. Everything that my grandmother gave me is what I give back. And that's why my tagline is called "Character is your currency," because the true value is within who you are, not the things that you have or you rock or whatever. You know what I mean? The value is always in who you are. And my grandmother helped shape that and mold that within me. So yeah, I love my grandmas, man. Miss her.
Shout out to all the grandmas out there that's holding it down, man.
Word.
I love grannies.
Thanks.
Now let me. I'm gonna get back to the fan questions in just a minute. But I want to get your take on this because something new has been introduced in gaming, and I think it's gonna change a lot. The share play, going from being able to play PlayStation, play Madden on PlayStation, play 2K on PlayStation against someone who's playing on the Xbox.
Yes, crossplay. That's what it's called. Crossplay. Yeah. Yo, bro, it's over. It's over, son. Like, now is the time where everybody that's talking that talk, Because you still got the console wars and the fanboys and the fangirls going. Honestly, yo, bro, it'd be dope if we did a real fans, real talk, like real console. You know what I'm saying? It would be dope if they're real fans, real talk, real console. And you have a team of PlayStation players and a team of Xbox players and stuff like that. And we all have an event live in person, and the event is PlayStation versus Xbox Madden 24, and we really see who's walking away with that crown. Is PlayStation gamers better, or is Xbox gamers better? Let's end all the talk and let's do the crossplay right with a real event to see what that cross branding is like in real time. So I think that would be dope, man. I think it's genius. Finally they did it. Word.
I agree 1,000%. Some of you guys might know, but some of you guys might not know if you were newer supporters of Real Fans Real Talk. But we had our charity 2K tournament 4 years running up until COVID hit. But I would love to go back. I was actually talking about this the other day with H2O, telling him that I was getting the urge back to set up another Real Fans Real Talk gaming tournament. But now I think that's actually a great concept to have Team Xbox versus Team PlayStation.
Yep.
And that's how we determine the winner. I think we need to. Eric, we might have to start getting some planning in.
It's an amazing idea, and I love it. Like you said, put the end to any debate. Let's see who the best is.
Yep, and what'll be dope is so here's what's great about that. So there's a lot of companies, like for example, Samsung may want to jump in bed with that because Samsung got the Xbox Game Pass and the cloud technology built in on their TVs. See what I'm saying? So they might want to get in on that when we play on that particular TV, right? But if we're gonna play, check this out. You play on the Samsung TV, that Samsung side, Xbox side advantage or whatever. So then we probably bounce it out where we play on PC, and you could use a PlayStation controller or an Xbox controller. And stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So you got your favorite controller, and then whoever like wins and stuff like that, then you could take that the Xbox person, if they lose, they got to go online, get the video saying, yo, PlayStation is the best. I'm sorry, this and that. And then now PlayStation got some great marketing from the community, just like how Crash Bandicoot stepped to, Nintendo and their headquarters back in the day in them commercials. Now you got hardcore Xbox fans saying they love PlayStation and PlayStation is better. And now that's forever. You know what I'm saying? It's on the internet, that's forever. And it brought to you by Real Fans, Real Talk, Real Consoles. What?
All right, we're gonna have to have a meeting with the gamer
right now. Some hype, so that'd be crazy.
Because I like that idea a lot. Because one thing I did feel bad about when we were doing the 2K tournaments is we always had a lot of people that was like, well, y'all got the Xbox too? You got the Xbox? Right. And we always like, nah, it's only on pick. Because we, for the most part, myself, Eric, our old co-host Mark, we all had PlayStation, so we would bring our own PlayStations to use at the tournament. So since if we all have PlayStations, like we just don't have no random Xbox laying around.
And a majority of people who were signed up also had PlayStation, because like you said, that used to be the first question people would ask, like what console are you playing on? So I love the idea though. Now with the crossplay, now that eliminates any confusion about what you're playing on. It doesn't matter.
Absolutely. But I'm gonna tell you right now, what would be really dope is if you play on mutual grounds on PC, and you could choose what controller. So you got people with the PlayStation controller versus people with the Xbox controller, because the reason why they're asking about which console is which, mostly when it comes to PlayStation and Xbox, when it comes to Madden or 2K, whatever, there's console parity. So it's the same on both systems, for the most part. It's not like, I ain't gonna front, it's not like the 360 era where the 360 third-party games was better than the PlayStation 3 third-party games because of the way those systems was made. Xbox was made more developer-friendly, whereas PlayStation introducing that cell processor, it wasn't as developer-friendly, so third-party games would have bad frame rates, bad issues, so it wasn't the same. That's not the case today. So if we was to uniquely do that, where you got the PlayStation side with their PlayStation controllers, and the Xbox side with their Xbox controllers, because that's the main thing, how you control it. PC is going to play amazing. Then we really get to see who's who, talk that trash. And the only way to do it is to be real. And you got the brand name for it. Real fans, real talk. Come on, E and Trip, let's get it.
What can I say?
I like it. We're gonna have to talk off air. Don't give out too many jewels right now, because you never know. Sometimes people will be watching and they writing notes right now. We might have to talk off air.
No, I feel you, but no, you're right. I'm gonna shut up, but I will say this: there's only one go to the game. So wherever I'm at, that's what matters. Period.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You can't duplicate the real. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna follow us, you gonna watch us, you gonna come, because there's only I'm gonna tell you right now. The reason why I talk my talk, because I'm the only one that do what I do. I'm the only one that can pull off what I pull off, because I operate uniquely to who I am. So one thing I love about that business model is when you look at the Jay-Z's of the world, when you look at the Kevin Harts of the world, the Tyler Perrys, and whoever you're looking at, there's something that they bring to the table that only they bring to the table. So everybody could do whatever they want to do. But just like my man Smack say with URL, you could try to copy whatever you want, but you can't copy respect. And I got all of that. So let's go, baby. We lit.
Thanks. Let me throw a hoop ball or scoop question up here, and we're gonna get into a little bit of the rundown. Is it true that your grandma was called the hip hop granny?
Yes, that is facts, man. So but let me tell you how it happened though. So I'm not sure if y'all remember, but there's a game called DJ Hero that Activision did way back and stuff like that. And I had my grandmom's DJing, son. You know what I'm saying? DJ Hero, we was battling it in the living room in my crib on DJ Hero, and we was having a good time and stuff like that. And then when I put the video out, I was like, is hip hop gamer versus hip hop granny. DJ Hero is getting popping, and ever since then, hip hop granny, son. That's what we was rocking with. So definitely that's a fact, son. Shout to Hoop Baller Scoop in the building. Yep, hip hop granny forever.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to hip hop granny, man. You gotta love that.
Word.
Hey, Trip, hold on before we get to the rundown too, because I got a question for my man here. We talking games. I'm big on the sports games specifically.
Yeah.
Are the rumors true about a potential boxing game that's been in the works for about 2 years that's supposed to come out? Because we've gone several years without a real boxing game. We've seen the MMA game. I want a boxing game, man. Are any of these rumors true?
So I'm not sure if you've been playing it, but there's a game. It used to be called ESBC, Esports Boxing Club, but they changed the name to Undisputed. Now it's only on PC. You could play it right now. It's like $30, but it's ever growing, ever building. They got a lot of updates and patches and stuff like that. But the only boxing game that's like modern daytime right now that you can play is this game called Undisputed, and they got the license for everything. They got everybody in there. Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, they probably gonna have the Charlos, Javante Davis, everybody come to it as well. But everybody is in the game. So they got I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they got literally over 300 fighters that they already signed that's licensed. They got top rank. Even Floyd Mayweather Sr. is a coach. Is a boxing coach in the game as well. It's legit. So if you want to play that, you got to play that, but you got to get PC.
It's on PC,
in order to play it.
Tell me they got Jake Paul on it too. Do they got Jake Paul on it?
No, Jake Paul ain't on that one, but I'm pretty sure they gonna bring Jake Paul to it and stuff like that to grow it. But yeah, a lot of people was expecting EA Sports to bring back Fight Night. Here's what I would say about that. Right now, Undisputed is being utilized kind of like a guinea pig to see where the market is for it, because the reason why Fight Night didn't come back is a couple of reasons. One, licensing agreements with the fighters was kind of getting crazy, and budget wise didn't make sense to EA Sports to continue it on. Okay. So that's why they moved to UFC, and UFC seemed to be a bigger market than boxing in terms of business at the time. So they kept focusing on UFC. But one thing that you'll notice about UFC is that they put in modes, the KO mode, where there was no grappling. It was just fighting, just boxing. Okay. And then they put Mike Tyson in it. Then they, so they trying to get to that Fight Night way of doing things to bring that back. But Undisputed is gonna be the guinea pig to see if EA Sports get back in the game of boxing. I hope they do though.
Yeah, I think the problem is that we don't often get the fights that we want to get when we want to get them, so you just kind of lose interest.
Well, that's been changing lately because after what Bud did to
Well,
Errol Spence, and now we got the Canelo Charlo fight coming, and it seems that boxing seems to be headed in a great direction. You know, even Gervonta Davis and King Ryan, that setup was incredible. You know what I'm saying? So there's we starting to see consistency where the things that people want is being delivered, and that's always a great sign to the gaming side of the business of what we watch in entertainment. So I believe this is the right path to get EA Sports to jump back in. But as of right now, Undisputed is going to feed that hunger for you right now, E.
All right. No, but that's a great point, as you mentioned, because now that the interest in boxing is much higher than it's been in the past, we may see EA now fully want to get engaged with bringing the game back. But I hope they do, man.
Yeah, I think it'd be insane. And it'll be interesting if they tapped into that Unreal Engine 5 to do it, because Unreal Engine is something. Yo, listen, I'm going to tell y'all right now. There's a game coming out called Immortals of Avium, and it's powered by Unreal Engine 5. It's one of the few games that's finally coming out aside from Tekken 8 and some other titles that's powered by Unreal Engine 5. Ain't nothing like it. When you see the graphics and the way these games perform, nah, bro, it's different now. So I'm with you 100%. We need that boxing game back. Let's get it.
All right, let me go to Hype Baller Hoops comment, and then we're gonna talk about a couple of big signings that went down in the NFL this week, because Madden's gonna have to do a roster update before the season starts.
That's a fact. You know that's coming though. You know that's coming.
Facts.
All right, you signed a record deal with MC Shan. How was he, and what happened with the deal? Did you get to put any albums or singles out?
Oh wow, great question. So here's what I would say, Hype Baller Hoops. I didn't sign with MC Shan. I was going to. But keep in mind, I'm a minor. I'm 14 years old at the time, right? So my brother and my cousin, we all were supposed to go to Central Islip to MC Shan's house together, right? And they decided to go hang out with some girls at Jones Beach instead of going to the meeting that we were supposed to have. And they didn't want to sign me by myself as a minor, and they wanted us as a group, not me as a solo artist. So because they didn't show up, to them, it showed that they didn't want to feel like they were signing a headache. Because if y'all can't show up to something like this and y'all don't even got the deal yet, and we was going to sign y'all not ready for the big leagues. Y'all not ready for what comes with being a real artist in the grind, and the way your life is going to change, and legalities and like things that you got to honor and contracts. You're not ready for that. So we didn't sign because of that. But what I will say is MC Shan himself was mad cool, and he was and still is a hardcore, passionate hip-hop head, and he loves it. And he actually spoke about this when he was going off on Nas recently. I was there at Yankee Stadium recently for the concert, and backstage, Shan was talking to Nas, and he apologized as a man to Nas, and he did it on I think his live as well, apologizing, because he was like, yo, I got in my feelings and this and that, blah blah blah. But one thing I would say is, it's very easy to get into your feelings when you still care and still passionate about a culture that gave you an opportunity to be great. And you know, you never leave that. So a lot of times people try to talk down to people that get in their feelings or whatever. But like, aren't we supposed to get in our feelings at some point in time because we still love and care about what we do? Now, I'm not saying be reckless, because you're still a man. You got to be respectful. There's a way to do things. But what I am saying is that feeling, like, look at what we're doing right now. Real Fans, Real Talk. We're about to do the rundown with the signings and the football, what's going on. Like, that don't happen if we don't have no feeling. Like, you know what I mean? When we hear about these things, and we get a chance to touch it and be a part of it, that's life. That's culture. We eat, sleep, breathe that. You understand? So never lose the feeling, but be respectful on how you approach that feeling, because we have to get mature at some point over time as men. So that's what I would say. But yeah, MC Shan was dope. And the last thing I would say is I just dropped a major music video, and there's a lot more to come for people to discover about Hip Hop Gamer in terms of the hip hop music side of me. So yeah.
No, video was dope too. We posted it in the story. So y'all definitely got to check that out if you haven't already. Just go on Hip Hop Gamers page and check the video, because it is dope. All right, let's shout out to Lene and Janetta. We're gonna get to y'all comments next up, but I do want to get to probably the biggest signing in the last couple of weeks. Dalvin Cook is officially a member of the New York Jets. Yeah, we were talking last week about the AFC and how everything was going to stack up, but that was pre Dalvin Cook signing with the New York Jets. I'm feeling more and more like he's going to win that division.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, Gary V is somewhere right now losing all of his mind right now. Like, I don't even want to see what opening day is going to be like. You got Aaron and Cook.
Yeah.
Dog. I'm going to say this. I'm going to just say this. Based on that, if the chemistry is right and everybody's on the same page for real to make noise this year, do you realistically think that the Jets not only will go to the playoffs, but do you think that they could like potentially get to the second round or something like what's your thoughts? Like, how far you think Jets gonna get with a team like that and a quarterback like that?
I'm gonna say AFC Championship game is potential right now. I'm gonna say AFC Championship game. I think they can get a spot in the AFC Championship game. I'm sorry. I was already putting them up. Last week I was saying how I had them up amongst the contenders, but now when you're talking about adding Dalvin Cook, and it's not like, even though it took a little while for Dalvin Cook to get signed, it's not like Dalvin Cook had a bad year last season and he's trying to no. Dalvin Cook was just as good as he's been. And now you're gonna put him with Aaron Rodgers and all of those weapons that they have. It's gonna be tough. The Jets is gonna make it tough for a lot of teams this season.
Listen, shout out the Drunk in the comment section. Drunk always coming with the fire comments. But I'll say this: I think they're a playoff team without a doubt. I think Dalvin Cook actually gives them a legitimate shot to win the division now over Buffalo, because Dalvin Cook really is an insurance policy. Because Breece Hall is really the guy they want to feature at running back. But now with Dalvin Cook, it gives you that other piece to as a safety net if Breece Hall isn't 100% healthy. AFC Championship might be a bit much. I think playoffs for sure. I think even second round, but AFC Championship, that means you putting them ahead of what, Cincinnati? You putting them ahead of Baltimore?
I am. I'm sorry. Like
that. Baltimore is serious, man. Like,
is that all the competition is in the AFC? What you want me to say?
I know, but I'm saying AFC Championship. That means you're saying that they. I mean, I think we all agree Kansas City's the best team in the AFC, right?
Yeah, of course.
It's Kansas City.
All right, so then who's the second best team in the AFC, Trip?
It might be the Jets.
You got them above Cincinnati.
Okay, hold on. So let me ask y'all this, because this is very important too, because this all sounds great and look good on paper, but what's your thoughts, or what do you feel should be the Jets' approach coaching staff wise? How do you think they should approach this season? You know what I'm saying? Because that's always the decision maker right there. A lot of times, if you don't got the right coaching, your talent could take you far. But if your front office ain't right, like, you got to factor that in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because Kansas City is very well coached, bro.
Right.
Very well coached, bro. And that's why they're able to do what they do with the talent they got.
Yeah.
I think for the Jets, the reason that Aaron Rodgers wanted to go there was because of Nathaniel Hackett, the offensive coordinator now, who was his offensive coordinator in Green Bay when he won back-to-back MVPs. So I think their offensive philosophy is going to be to still feature Aaron Rodgers, but you bring in Dalvin Cook, like I said, as an insurance policy, because to highlight Drunk's point about, age and Aaron Rodgers looking like Mr. Rodgers, you don't want Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball 35, 40 times a game either. You still want to have that balance. You still want to be able to run the ball. You still want to be able to protect them. The O-line got to be a little better. So there will be that balance there. But I just think that, as I said before, no disrespect to Devontae Adams. I think Devontae Adams is great, but I think Garrett Wilson is one of the most explosive receivers in all of football. Absolutely. And now that you give him a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, I mean, Garrett Wilson actually, I think, almost had 1,200 yards with Zach Wilson as his quarterback. Now you give him Aaron Rodgers, he might have a Justin Jefferson type season.
Yeah. So check this out then. So with Aaron Rodgers, does this make the game easier for him or does it make it worse for him? I'm going to tell you why. Does it make it easier considering the pieces that he got around him, or does it make it worse for him considering the pressure he's going to have because of the pieces that he got around him and his expectancy, because his name itself is still hold crazy weight. So the pressure, and you in New York, the New York market is different, son. Yeah. So Green Bay ain't no New York, son, in terms of pressure. So what are your thoughts on that?
There's gonna be pressure just because it's New York. But I will say this: Aaron Rodgers hasn't had a team this good around him in a couple of years. Not even a couple, a little more than a couple of years.
A lot more.
A lot of years. He hasn't had a team this good. He hasn't had this many weapons surrounding him like this in a long time. And then the defense, he hasn't had a defense this good in a long time as well. So I think he'll be fine. I mean, we talking about Aaron Rodgers. I think the main thing for them is the main thing for a lot of teams. When you look at the Baltimores, the Chiefs, the Eagles had a couple, long run.
Hurts is.
Yeah,
I can't wait to I'm all right. I can't wait for the season to start. It's gonna be crazy.
They gotta stay healthy. I think that's the key. If they stay healthy, I don't think the pressure gets to them. I think Aaron Rodgers is a great veteran quarterback who's been there before, and I think he'll be able to lead this team on a very deep playoff run if they can stay healthy. I like it. I like what I'm saying. Let me take Lene's questions because the questions are starting to really come in now. So let me get to these questions. Shout out to Lene. Lene might be my cousin. We got the same last name. I don't know. Shout out to Lene. Growing up loving rap, who were some of your faves growing up as a teen? And give me your top 5 rappers ever. To you, it can be a combo of rap skills and overall impact.
Oh, great question. All right. So shout out to Lene Jones. Salute. God bless. All right. Now, so here's what I would say. So as a teenager, some of my favorite rappers as a teenager, first, definitely gonna say Biggie, Jay-Z, Eminem, these last two is tough. So you said favorite, so I'm gonna go with Method Man. Definitely one of my favorites. And Big Daddy Kane. Now the reason why they was my favorites though, well, let me get past that because I know you said top 5 rappers ever. So top 5 is always difficult because sometimes my top 5 change the more I consume music. But here's what I would say as of today, August 20th, real fans, real talk. This is what we gonna say. Now, there's some rappers that's never getting moved out of my top 5. But as of right now, Eminem, top 5, easy. Like, Eminem to me is the GOAT. Like, I don't think nobody raps better than Eminem. To me, he's incredible. So, rap skills, overall impact. Then second, Jay-Z, rap skills and overall impact. Yo, come on, man. Jay's in the Oval Office. The Book of Hove, Brooklyn Public Library, like Jay's done it all. Like Jay's different.
Talk about
yeah, like you know what I'm saying. But this is according to rap skills and overall impact. So it's next up, I would definitely say Tupac. The reason why I say Tupac is because rap skills, he has a unique skill that you can't teach. And his ability to say things that sometimes is real deep, and also his ability to say some things that's just very average, but the way he delivers and the way he says things make you feel it in a way where you just start crying. Like, this dude is unbelievable in terms of Tupac. And obviously, overall impact, we still feel his impact to this day. Like, Tupac is something special. Next up, I'm going to say DMX. DMX, because I believe that if DMX to me is an extension of what Tupac laid the foundation of. And DMX, the combination of his impact and his rap skills, he's someone else that could do it all as well. The fifth spot is always tough because it's like a toss-up between three people, and that's Busta Rhymes, 50 Cent, and Papoose. And the reason why I say that, and the only reason why I may lean towards 50 is because 50, he has the largest debut in hip-hop history, surpassing Snoop, everybody. 20 years later, his tour is bigger than everybody else's.
Oh, man.
Like, he's next level. And then also, to me, 50 was literally like the realest. People didn't just want to listen to him. They wanted to be him. Men wanted to be 50. Like, it was different. And 50 said one of the dopest lines I've ever heard in hip-hop ever. He said, I hate a liar more than I hate a thief. A thief is only after my salary. A liar is after my reality. And that right there, and his impact and what he's doing in television, everything like that overall, and the consistency, I got to give it the 50. But I'm going to say the reason why I'm mentioning Papoose, because Papoose' ability to manipulate words and do the A to Z and the Z to A and then the body and law library and stuff like that, I feel like Papoose never got his commercial just due. But at the core of hip-hop, he is one of the best to ever do it. That's why I put him there. And then Busta Rhymes, because aside from longevity, Busta Rhymes, his performance and ability lyrically is a combination I've never seen before ever. So that's my top 5. 50 gets that 5th slot, but an honorable mention to Busta and Papoose.
Those are great honorable mentions, though.
Thanks. Eric, you want to take Janetta's question?
Yeah, this is a good one as well. Shout out to Janetta on this one. She said, with your loving video games coming up, how are you with the ladies in school? The ladies, our female supporters, they always want to know how our guests are with the ladies. That's just
wow. Okay, got you.
She said, did you date much? You know, females complain men be on the game too much. We feel y'all love the game more than us at times.
Wow. So here's 2 things. Wow, that's a great question, Janetta. Much love. So here's 2 things I would say to that. So one of the issues that I had was, so when I was growing up, the way I was raised in terms of how to treat women and things of that nature, I got hustled by a lot of ladies. I'll give you an example of what I mean. So when I was growing up, my grandmother and other women that I was around, my sister and stuff like that, I was always taught that women are the best, women are the prize, women is all of this other stuff. And all you got to do is do this and do that, and then everything is good. And literally, the girl I lost my virginity to and stuff like that. Like, when I tell you I treated this girl like the best you could ever treat anybody, like, there's this episode in the Cosby Show way back where I think I forgot who was on the date. Was it Jaleesa? I forgot who was on the date, but they asked the boy when is y'all anniversary or how long they've been dating, and he was like, we've been dating for 4 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 days, 3 hours, and stuff like that. When I tell you, I ain't gonna front, I was a little corny. I used to like track every day, I tried to be perfect, crazy, and gave her everything, all that I had, and this girl cheated on me, and I had to deal with that in school. So when I got cheated on, and I'm 12 years old at this time. This is how I remember this. Like, I'm 12 years old at this time.
The trauma is real. Speak on the trauma,
The
man.
trauma was real. The trauma was real when I was younger, right? I'm 12 years old, and I had to deal with seeing this. So the things that my grandmother said and all this other stuff, I'm like, oh, y'all lying. You just said that because you a girl. Get out of here. So my mind changed on the way I thought about girls. So the girls I started to date, it was more like, I was on my gangster thug tough type of mentality and rolling with the wrong crews. So a lot of girls I dated, it was more like I ain't really treat them good. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you gonna do what I say or you could bounce. What it is. So my energy in my teens towards the ladies, it was shaky because I really didn't have my heart in it. We just rocked together or we didn't. I always show respect, but I wasn't committed. Meaning that if you here or you not, it doesn't matter. That's the way it was in my teenage years. Now, here's what I would tell you with the game situation. Maybe on the game too much and stuff like that. So I met this girl in my teenage years. She loved video games too. And she loved when I played video games. And I was like, wait, I think I'm about to marry this girl. It was crazy. But the only reason why that particular situation didn't work out is because I was more about me and the homies versus taking time out to really, treat my girl with the proper respect and the time she deserved. So that, stopped. So, that's how that ended up. And then lastly, because y'all might laugh at this, I don't care. I keep it in a buck. Lastly, I met my son's mom, and when I met my son's mom, I said, you know what? I'm gonna make this work. Because I'm not a fan of being a player. You know what I'm saying? And nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes, but I'm not a fan of being a player. I just want my one girl. That's it, and we do our thing. And literally, the games is one of the reasons why we didn't make it. And the reason why is because I literally started, my career started to take off. And because my career started to take off, yeah. So when my career started, it's all good. So my career started. My career started to take off, but she was jealous of my career as opposed to us being able to come together and work together to leverage what I was building. So I was doing this before I knew you. This is what I love to do. So, I thank God for my son, but that relationship didn't work because she told me something that was very detrimental. She said, I liked you better when you was more so just about me and that's it. So because I'm trying to better myself and go further, and you're gonna be a part of this, you'd rather see me at my worst because it made you feel better. Like I had Jaleel White on the show before, Steve Urkel and stuff, and he said something similar, that it hurted him to know that certain people that he thought was looking out for him would rather see him at his worst because they had a problem with him being at his best. And the girl did that, and we didn't work out. So yeah, that was that situation between the video games and the girls, and how I had to let that other relationship go. But I did get my son out of it, Janetta. So yeah.
You would think, you know, with the ladies out there, y'all gotta cut the brothers some slack now because they making thousands and almost sometimes millions of dollars playing video games. So y'all got to ease up.
Well, I'm in a whole nother situation. Like I'm in a whole other situation right now. I don't think anybody can play now with the way this is turned out and stuff like that. So yeah, we good. We good.
Since we're talking about that, right? As you mentioned, like you are one of one. Your path you created, you know what I'm saying? Like your brand you created. There was no blueprint to follow. How gratifying is it to see things now where you see these young guys making so much money playing games, and you see the 2K leagues, and you see all these different leagues. But again, you were a true pioneer of that. How gratifying is that to see?
Oh man, I love it. I love every single second of it. I think it's incredible. I'm just trying to do more to push the envelope. So to give you an example of the more that I'm doing, I'm a barrier breaker, bro. And I'm an impact player. That's the way I look at it. You know what I'm saying? So, one, I'm the first gamer to bring gaming and finance together on Wall Street. You could catch me on New York Stock Exchange, FinTech TV, you know, every week, bro. And what's so crazy about that is I show up and I'm dressed like this, like, you know, like iced out, like everything like that. Got my hat, like everything. On the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, talking about games and business with the biggest CEOs and everything. Never been done before. Boom, broke that barrier. You know what I'm saying? Now, what does that mean? Now that barrier is broken, I want to see more people go into that field and learn more about the business. Just like how I broke the barrier on a lot of content creation and things of that nature that you're starting to see now. A lot of record labels that's getting more into gaming. That all came from me. Why? Because I was in the mailroom. All the way back in 2000. From 2000 to 2014, I was in the mailroom, bro, teaching and showing a lot of the executives, everybody, you name them. People like Steve Stout, people like what's his name, Steve Bartles, people like Monty Littman, and all these other people. Like, yo, like it's crazy, dogs. And a lot of people that y'all wouldn't even, if I said their names, you would not know who they are, but they're the reason why you see so much stuff going on. See, I don't just know I know how the system works and the people that control and push the buttons, dog. Like I know how this go. And how I know that? I'm one of them. So I'm telling you right now, it's crazy. So it's so gratifying. The only advice I would say, E, is like, yo, as a content creator, please stop leading with numbers. Stop being like, yo, I got 1 million followers. Oh, yo, I got this. Yo, I got that. Because the moment, if you allow your value to be based off of something you can't control, it will backfire. Because, yeah, you got 1 million followers, but I know somebody else that got 1 million followers too. So why do I need you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Who are you? I want to know you. See, what I do is I create $1 million situations. So if I got 1 million followers or I got one follower, if I got $1 million situation, it don't matter how many followers I got. I'm bringing bread to the situation and creating opportunities for people. So it don't matter. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to tell a lot of content creators, character is your currency. Like I said, make sure you're creating value that only you and your fingerprint can make an impact on. They need to see why you're amazing, not because you got 1 million followers and you can reach somebody, because it's going to be good for the moment, but it's not going to last. Yeah. And you talking to somebody that's been in the industry since 2008 and it's now 2023. I got my own company. I never had a job in the gaming industry ever. I partner with the biggest brands in the world and I'm the GOAT, period. So yeah, let's go, man.
And that's gonna be the perfect transition into this next question. Shout out to D'Angelo McCoy. He says, which brands are you currently partnering with and what does that entail?
Oh wow, perfect segue. All right, yo, D'Angelo McCoy in the building. All right, so so one, partner with AMD. I'm partnered with Chase Bank as well, which is huge. Partner with Logitech as well, so that's amazing. Partner with Plitch, where you get all the dope mods. So if you playing certain games and they getting on your nerves, yo, download Plitch. You get infinite ammo, infinite health, infinite skill points, all that other stuff like we used to do back in the day to get through a lot of the games and have fun. And if you want it for free, DM me on Twitter or Instagram and I'll hook you up, son. Hold
on. Wait a minute. Wait, come on now. Tell them that one more time.
Slow down. I was gonna say, slow down.
Give me one more time, please.
Yeah, so you could DM me on Instagram or Twitter. I'm partnered with Plitch, so you could get like infinite health, infinite skill points, infinite ammo like we used to do back in the day on your PC games. Single player experiences, of course, offline. You don't cheat against like people, you use that stuff for your personal. But if you want to make a game easier, or if you want to make a game more difficult so you could practice in ways that other average people don't practice, even in esports, Plitch is the way to go. It got the best mods, period. So that's something to think about right there. I'm also partnered with the Board of Education. So I'm actually branded in schools, like all over. Like, it's crazy. So I'm partnered with the Board of Education, and that right there is huge. So many other I work with Samsung as well in a big way, so that right there is dope. And doing some stuff with Snapdragon, the processors for the mobile phones and stuff, so that right there is crazy. And looking to do a huge new deal with Asus as well. So the ROG Ally is popping, so we got that. And to answer your question in terms of what does these things entail, so these things entail a lot. So just to make it simple and brief for the sake of the show, one of the things is we're partners, they're not sponsors. So what that means is, like, for example, I got AMD machines inside different schools, right? So when I partner with AMD, it's not just a deal where they're just paying me to do something or paying me to whatever. Like, I'm getting them thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars as well. So what do you bring to the table? You know what I'm saying? We produce content together. I was featured on the games on the Game Awards last year. I was in the commercial, and I actually brought Papoose with me too. So he was in his first video game commercial with AMD, and I was able to give Papoose a brand new AMD PC as well. You know what I'm saying? So those are the type of things that entails. We create powerful moments together. Sometimes I'm hosting at PAX East or PAX West and doing different things together. So that's what a partnership looks like. They don't just pay me to say something. You know what I mean? I never had to do that ever. You know what I mean? I do what I want to do, but I just do it the right way, and I bring value. I don't just take value. You understand? So that's what that entails. And also
that talk, I like it.
And also, you know how you got name, image, and likeness? Well, I have the rights to use the name, image, and likeness of the partners that I got, as well as they got the rights to use mine, even the New York Stock Exchange and stuff like that. So when you see me doing my Get Money Gamer stuff and everything, I have the right to use New York Stock Exchange, as well as they got the right to use Hip Hop Gamer. See, what I do is, and 50 Cent said this as well, when he signed with Eminem and Dr. Dre, he didn't just want to be another artist on the label. You understand what I'm saying? He wanted to be seen as an equal. So when I talk to Samsung or I talk to AMD, and you got Dr. Lisa Su, who's the CEO over there, whoever it is, I'm an equal. I'm not under nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm an equal. Wherever I go, where I walk into a room or whatever it is, it's all equal. I ain't better than you. You ain't better than me. We trying to do something together to make an impact and help other people. So you got to be humble. And that's why when I say I'm the GOAT, I don't say that to be like I'm better than somebody or like I'm trying to boast myself up. I'm saying I'm the GOAT because you can't be the GOAT unless you're willing to take the hits. So a lot of things that other people was able to do is because of things that I had to take the punches on for that to even happen. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why you're the GOAT. So I'm humbled, and wait till you see what comes next, because now we getting kids paid to go to school. Like people, like kids in my program, they get paid to go to school, but there's a criteria within that payment, but they get their bank accounts with Chase, all that other stuff. Yo, it's crazy. I'm telling you. So yeah, rock with me, dog, because I need help too.
He sounds like he been putting to all time. That's why we had to bring him back, man. That's why we had him judging with us at the dunk contest, man. Because hip hop, he one of them ones. Hip Hop Gamer is definitely one of them ones. Shout out to Junk. Junk say he feeling that finals hat you got on right now.
Oh yeah, I had to wear this on Real Fans Real Talk. You know what I'm saying? I had to come through with it. I had to be right, Drunk.
Listen, this Trip. We always every week we say this, but this might be one of the toughest episodes. There's so many good questions right now in the comment section.
I'm trying.
I don't even know where we gonna go with the next question, because it's starting to get crazy right now with so many questions here.
All right, let's go. We're gonna go to Kyrie. Shout out to Kyrie Thompson. I'm gonna take his question. I'm gonna let you talk about that because I do remember that. So I want you to go in a little bit. Didn't you call the rapper T.I. out, and what was that about?
Oh yeah, I called him out. So shout out to Kyrie Thompson. And what's so funny, I seen T.I. I think like maybe like 3 or 4 months ago, because they had a movie. My man was doing a movie and he was in New York and we got a chance to see each other. But yeah, I called T.I. out because T.I. was so there was some robberies going on. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it was in Chicago or something like that. There was a lot of robberies going on, and T.I. was trying to say that games like Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that, like those games are the reason why you see a lot of these kids be possessed and stuff like that to do these things. And I'm like, yo, first of all, that's a lie, and 2, it's dangerous when you remove accountability when somebody know they doing wrong. Look, my niece is 3 years old, and she knows when she's doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Don't give me that stuff. That's one of the biggest problems that we got right now. Nobody want to take accountability because everybody want to be right. No, you're not going to always be right. You're going to be wrong. You're going to learn. You got to get better, period. So stop trying to blame video games for somebody being an idiot, period. So that's what I was calling T.I. out on. And then another thing that I said about T.I., I was like, yo, you want to talk about all these armed robberies and stuff like that, and it's because of the games. When was the first ever armed robbery take place? Like, not armed robbery, car theft, Grand Theft Auto, like the actual name of the game. When what was the first ever Grand Theft Auto crime that took place? When was the first one? And if you do your research right now, you could Google it. I think it happened in New Jersey. I forgot the person's name, and this happened, I think, all the way in like 1942 or something like that. Did Grand Theft Auto exist? Did any of these games exist? No, because the first system that ever came out ever, I think it was 1972, and that was the Magnavox. And then after that, it was the Fair Channel F with Jerry Lawson, because that's when we got introduced to having cartridges, which changed the game. And then after that, I think that's when you had the Atari or something like that. So I think that's how it went, you know, with Nolan Bushnell. So the point I'm trying to tell you is you're making claims on something that did, and the very thing that you're making a claim on, the first time that thing ever happened was before these games and stuff even existed. So where's the accountability on all these things that led to this game even being made? Because art imitates life. So if you're going to be accountable or blame something, like, let's take it all the way back to the source, because that's how I operate in everything in life. I operate at the source. I don't need to talk to the middleman or the middlewoman. I need to talk to the owner. I need to talk to the source. And most people don't want to talk to the source, because if you talk to the source, it eliminates any excuse that you would have to say the things that you initially said. Because most people just talk, they don't do their research. Remember, you're talking to a journalist. So if I speak on something, I'm going to know what I'm saying before I say it. The journalist. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times people speak on things that they hear or things that they feel or things that they see so much of. I don't operate by sight. I operate by faith, yo. Remember, you talking to a child of God. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, that's how we rock. So at the end of the day, I'm a different beast. I'm a different person. And that's why I call T.I. out, because a person in his position and influence, people will run along with that because people don't do their own research. So that's why I took that like that.
You're kind of making it easier for us to transition through these questions, because shout out to Deontay Pfeiffer. He says, Gerard, is God in your life? Are you religious at all?
Okay, yo, Deontay Pfeiffer in the building. Of course I am. I just said it all the time. My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Christian. And it's not so much about being religious, because that's more man-made. It's more about following Jesus Christ, period. You know what I'm saying? Because man will tell you things and twist scripture and say things that to make them feel good about stuff. No, it doesn't operate like that. You know what I'm saying? One of the things that hit me the strongest, following Jesus Christ, man, is when I realized I wasn't a good person. That changed everything for me in my life. The best thing ever in my life was when I realized I was not a good person. Because us as humans, we look at things and we look at and we say, yeah, that person's a good dude, or she a good person because of this, because of that, because of this. No, it don't work like that. Because the thing is, if I was to ask anybody in the world, matter of fact, yo, Trip, yo, E, if I was to ask y'all, and even you, Deontay, and everybody that's in the chat, be honest, if I was to ask y'all, how many lies have you ever told in your life?
Man, I can't even count now.
Exactly. So
don't put me on the spot like that. Don't put me on the spot.
So
like
Trip, hold up. Nah, let's get to it. So yo, Trip, if I was to tell you, So you just told me you don't even know how many. You know what I'm saying? Countless. So what do you call someone that tells countless lies? What do you call somebody that tells countless lies?
A liar? Is that
exactly? Yeah. Say it. You're a liar. Yeah, I'm a liar too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So is a liar a good person?
Well,
you can be, but yeah.
What you lying
nah,
about.
see, yeah. So I'm gonna tell you right now. If you go to scripture, I forgot what scripture, but in the Bible it tells you that man will proclaim their own goodness because they suppress the truth in unrighteousness. So the thing is, to be good means to be perfect. Nobody is perfect, so nobody is good. See, we're speaking on a oh dag, my bad. I don't know why my camera went out. That's crazy. Hold on a second.
All right. We're gonna be
y'all can still hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you. We still hear you, bro.
Yeah, we can still hear you. So you just keep talking until you get the camera back up. Because we got shot. Yo, let me while you working on that, let me just shout out.
No. Can you hear me? Can you hear me though? Oh no, nah. I'm sorry to cut you off. I don't want to stop. Now, notice how throughout this entire interview, this has never happened. But the moment I start talking about Jesus Christ, something happens.
That is a fact.
Come on, bro. You don't think I know what I'm talking about? I'm real with this when it comes to God, bro. So let me just finish this part, and then I'll let you get to what you was about to get to, because this is important. So what I was going to tell you is when it comes to being good, to be good means to be perfect. See, us as people and stuff like that, we look at works, because in the Bible it says faith without works is dead. But the problem is works is profitable unto men, because we are seen as believing type of people, because most people don't even have faith, because they need to see it first before they could believe it. But when you operate in the spirit, everything is on faith. Everything is on faith. And then everything will be revealed to you afterwards, because you got to believe in something. So when I said that, in terms of lying, nobody is good. Nobody is good. Nobody. And now to take it even further, have you ever hated somebody before, or even said that you hate somebody, or somebody did something that you hate? Have you ever hated anyone before? Be honest.
Recently, but I have in
your life. I'm talking about in your entire life.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
All right. So now, if I was to tell you that let me ask you a question. Have you ever murdered somebody before?
No.
All right. Now hold up.
Go that far.
Yes, you did.
I don't got nobody.
Now hold up. Yes, you did. Because in the Bible, it tells you that he who hates his brother is a murderer. See, we look at life through human standards, but God has another standard. And God's standard, he judges you on your thought life as well. It's not just what you do. He judges you on everything. That's why we all sin and we all fall short of the glory of God. That's why none of us is good. The whole purpose of him dying on the cross was to save us, because we can't save ourselves, because we're not good. We're not perfect. So that's the beauty in I'll just wrap it up like this. The beauty in, when you're a Christian, is the way to be saved is you believe on Jesus Christ. It's not of works, lest any man could boast. You can't earn your way into heaven. You can't do anything to get into heaven, because it's not of works, lest any man should boast. All you got to do is believe. That's it. Once you believe and you're saved, oh man, the transformation start to happen, because now you belong to God. You become a son of God simply by believing. He says, my yoke is easy and my burden is light. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So when you're doing works and good things, it's profitable unto men. So people can see these things so they could glorify your Father in heaven. But your works in the eyes of God is like filthy rags, because you're not perfect.
All right. So let me ask you a question, right? Because you said to hate is to murder. What if I hated Michael Jordan because of the way he used to murder my Knicks? Does that balance it out? Does that even things out now?
Man. No, I'm just asking. You hate. You don't hate Michael Jordan. You hate what he did to the Knicks.
I hate the performances. I hate the performances against my Knicks. He was murdering my Knicks. That's all I just want to know.
But does that cancel each other out if that's the case?
No, we good.
I just want to make sure that doesn't hurt me later on. Like, we know you was hating Mike in the mid-90s. I just want to make sure.
Yo, that's hilarious, bro. Hilarious.
What else we got, Trip? Though we got a lot of. Hold on. We got Pooh's question we got to get to in here, and Hoop Ball or Scoop.
Yeah, let me get.
They both got basketball related questions.
All right, so you know what? I'm while you get your camera working, we're gonna take some of these sports questions and knock them out, and then as soon as you get back, we'll go back to the next question for you. You said you wanted to go to Pooh's question. Let me see, where's Pooh's question at?
I think
Oh,
Poole
well,
got top 5 female ball players
let me see.
or top 5 female rappers, I believe.
Female rappers, yeah.
Yeah, female
That's
rappers
it.
is
Hold
Poole's
on.
question.
I think but that's a question for Hip Hop Gamer though.
Yeah.
Let me get some of these straight sports questions
Okay.
out the way. All right. Brees Hall development just let me go to Junk's comment. Brees Hall development just got delayed by 2 years. I don't think so because there's a lot of teams that had dual running backs. And Dalvin Cook is somebody that I think it'll be a benefit for him to learn from. He's still gonna get his carries, and it'll help with his health and him getting back to where he was when we last saw him. So I don't think it will. I don't think that it will.
Yeah, I don't think it will either. Brees Hall is a big time home run hitter as a running back, so I don't think they want to kind of eliminate him and take him off the field. I think this is more of an insurance policy. Remember, Brees Hall missed the whole second half of last year, so you don't know if he's 100% to start this season. Dalvin Cook is a great veteran to have, and also as we talked about the Jets with the pressure that they're going to face this season because of the expectations, you bring in a guy like Dalvin Cook who's been on some playoff teams. He's another one of those veterans in the room who knows what it takes to get to the playoffs. So Dalvin is going to be fine if he only gets 8 to 10 carries a game. I don't think he's coming in expecting to be a workhorse 20 carry back. I think he'll be fine if Brees is doing most of the heavy lifting and he comes in spot duty and helps out where needed.
Facts. All right, let me go to Dion Hoop's page now that we got the Hip Hop Gamer back. Mr. Williams, our supporters are so polite. Mr. Williams,
classy group.
Very classy. Did you play any sports coming up?
Of course, yo, Dion, much love. So I played basketball and I played a little bit of football. I love running back, but I didn't have a passion for sports. I just played it to have fun. I even played baseball a little bit, but it was literally all in fun. Now, basketball, it was a little bit more than just fun. I started to really get passionate about basketball. I'm gonna tell you why. People were so impressed that so I'm 5'7", but when I was younger, like when I was like 5'5" and stuff like that, I caught my first dunk on regulation at 5'5" and stuff like that. So people was like, yo, this dude like Spud Webb, like what's going on? Like it was crazy. And the love that I started to receive because I was able to dunk, oh man, everybody want to pick me first on their team. Like everything was crazy. Like it started feeling good. So I started to take it a bit more serious because it was feeling good. But the problem is I wasn't really passionate about it. And how I knew that is because my cousin, we always play ball together. And he like, yo, time to get up in the morning, do this. And after a while, like, nah, I'm playing the game. Like, I'm playing the game. Like, I'll do that later. I'm playing the game. And yeah, man, games. Like when it comes to passion, it was just unparalleled, son. Video games and hip hop. That's it, B. Like that was my joint. That's it.
Let's go to Hoop Baller Scoops question. While I'm putting this up on the screen, for you guys that's on YouTube right now, make sure you hit that like button. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. With that being said, let's go to Hoop Baller Scoops question. He says before he leaves, he's got to get your top 5 NBA players of all time and top 5 Brooklyn players ever.
Wow. That's a crazy question. That's a really question, bro. That's a crazy question. Yo, Hoop, you a beast with this question, bro. All right, top 5 NBA players of all time. All right, so Shaq, Michael Jordan, of course, LeBron, Steph, and this is tough right here, but I would. This is a tough one, man. This is so tough because it's between two people, and one of them is Allen Iverson, and the other one is Kobe Bryant.
Oh, we're gonna let you go with 6 then.
Yeah,
we're gonna let you go with 6.
So I'll put Kobe Bryant in that 5th spot, but Allen Iverson in the 6th. And the only reason why is because Allen Iverson is my favorite player of all time, over Michael Jordan, over everybody. Allen Iverson is my favorite player of all time ever. Period. I wanted to be Allen Iverson. I wear number 3 because of Iverson too. It's like Dwayne Wade said. Like, I love Allen Iverson. The only reason why I can't put him above Kobe is because, one, Kobe got 5 rings. Kobe is the closest thing to Jordan. And honestly, I put Kobe over LeBron too. And I'm gonna tell you this. If you look at the matchups that Kobe and LeBron had against each other, Kobe got the best of LeBron. A lot.
But that's not, I don't know if that's a fair assessment, just the matchups they had against each other.
Because that's a team thing.
No, I understand it's a team thing, but what I look at it is I'm looking at like the winning. Like, I look at winning. So I'll give you an example of what I mean, right? If you look at how Jordan won, Jordan had to listen to Phil Jackson and work with Pippen and use his team in order to win. He made adjustments in order to win. And once he figured out how to win, he never lost. And keep in mind, Jordan never lost a championship game in his life.
Right.
Like
college,
everything.
Olympics,
Olympics. He's different.
NBA, yeah.
Never lost. That's one. Sorry about the camera, y'all. I don't know why it's doing that. But you know how it is when you talk about God, things start to happen.
There you go. So there you go.
The camera is evidence. So that's one. 2, Shaq is the most dominant player. I don't care what you say. If you put Shaq against anybody, like, Shaq is going to dominate. Like, that's why he's most dominant. He should have had more rings if him and Kobe stayed together. That's 2. Kobe Bryant, like I said, is the closest thing to Jordan. Closest thing ever to Jordan. So Kobe got to go there. And in some ways, Kobe got the best of Jordan in some ways, but Jordan got the best of Kobe most of the time. Then when you talk about Steph Curry, greatest shooter of all time, and not only that, he changed the way the game was played. Like, Shaq changed the NBA, Jordan changed the NBA, Steph changed the NBA. Like, these are people that changed the NBA. Like, this is Mount Rushmore type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then because that's the only reason why I put Steph over Magic Johnson. Like, because before it was Magic, but I gotta put Steph over Magic now. And Allen Iverson, because that's my favorite player ever, because he changed the culture of the entire NBA. Forget just the game. He changed the culture of life, like in the world of entertainment and sports, period. Absolutely. So yeah, that's why I got it like that.
All right, and then your top 5 Brooklyn players.
Oh, top 5 Brooklyn players. See, now I gotta remember everybody like who's from Brooklyn. That's what it is.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now, one of them, because if you got Mike in your top 5, you gotta have Mike in your top 5 Brooklyn players of all time, because he's from Brooklyn. So I'm just putting that out there.
Wait, Michael Jordan from Brooklyn?
Yep, he was born in Brooklyn.
He was originally born in Brooklyn. He moved to North Carolina later on. He was young. He was very young when they moved out there.
Yeah,
right, but he Brooklyn bred. So Michael Jordan, Jordan.
We claiming him.
Yeah, we claiming him, son. So Michael Jordan, Brooklyn. So, oh man, because I gotta remember who's from Brooklyn. Now, is it just NBA players I can name, or can I name because when you talk about Brooklyn players, I start getting into and1, like, you know what I mean, and start talking about the stuff. So is it just NBA?
I guess we can open it up to street ball players too.
Yeah, because he said top 5 Brooklyn players. So I wasn't sure if he meant Brooklyn, just Brooklyn itself, or Brooklyn in the NBA. So, but Michael Jordan, we claiming him and stuff like that. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong because I think he's from Philly, but I was gonna say Hot Sauce from and1, but I don't know if he's
from like South Carolina, I think.
South Carolina?
Yeah.
I love Hot Sauce, yo. He's incredible. I don't remember the players from Brooklyn, man. I know the players, but I don't know where everybody's from. So I'm gonna have to pass on that question. But we got Michael Jordan. I don't know.
Let me throw. I'm just gonna throw a couple names out there. Stephon Marbury.
Stephon Marbury, of course.
I'm gonna still take Carmelo Anthony. He from Brooklyn too. Red Hook. Shout out to Red Hook.
Oh, word, yeah. Okay, Carmelo.
Melo ain't leave Brooklyn till he was like 9 or 10. So he definitely he could and he's still to this day, even when he talks about going back to the Knicks, he always says going back home. So he considers New York home.
Facts. So I'm gonna give you those. See if there's anybody that I want.
You got Brooklyn, I mean, you got a lot. You got Mark Jackson from Brooklyn.
Shout out to Mark Jackson. So I'm not sure if y'all remember, but my dude Bimmy Anthony. Bimmy, he used to roll with the Supreme team and stuff like that. So Bimmy, that's my guy. I used to deliver mail to him, and he had I got stories for days about the mailroom, but that's another conversation. but Bimmy Anthony had Mark Jackson on a call, and if I'm not mistaken, Mark Jackson was talking greasy about Tim Hardaway. Golden State Warriors, Miami Heat, killer crossover Tim Hardaway.
Yeah,
he was talking greasy about Tim Hardaway one time, son, in terms of like, CB 101, blah, 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 just walking past the mailroom, son, and talking to Bimmy and blah, 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 like that. So, yeah, son, I got stories for days, bro, but I think that'd be dope to see Mark Jackson versus Tim Hardaway. Who would win that? That'd be crazy.
Well, right now, I don't, they're both kind of old. They ain't in the same shape they was back in the day.
I'm talking about in their prime. Mark Jackson versus Tim Hardaway in their prime.
I might have to go with Tim Hardaway though.
I was gonna say Tim was a little more athletic.
Yeah, Andrews was a lot better.
He was more creative in getting his own shot off. Mark Jackson was a traditional point guard though. He was a guy who would get you into your offense and do all those things the right way. In the team aspect, Mark Jackson might have been better, but on a one-on-one, Tim Hardaway I think would have gave him a lot of trouble.
I like that. I you know what? I agree with that. So yeah, we good. Also, Mark Jackson I don't think Mark Jackson ever been on the front cover of a basketball game, but NBA Live 98, Tim Hardaway was on the front cover of NBA Live 98.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me go to some of these hip hop questions. I'm gonna pull up 2 questions by Drunk because Drunk must be sipping again. Because
Drunk is one of our best supporters, and that's no knock on nobody else. But Drunk go crazy in the comment section.
Yeah. So let me throw this up. How do you feel about people who say Biggie ain't put out enough material to be top 5?
Stop it. Because if you want to talk about quantity, so let me ask you this: if somebody put out 10 albums and they all trash, but they put out 10 albums, they supposed to be at the top? No,
10 albums are garbage.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. Biggie came out. First of all, Biggie is diamond. Not many people can say that. Biggie is a diamond artist.
I think both albums is diamond, right?
Artist. No. Ready to Die was not diamond. Ready to Die is platinum. It was gold initially. Now it's platinum. But Life After Death is diamond.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Diamond.
I gotta double check Ready to Die because Ready to Die I think is multiple time platinum though.
It's multi-platinum, but it's not.
Multi-platinum, but it ain't diamond.
It ain't diamond. I thought he got to diamond is 10. I thought he got to diamond, but okay.
Nah. So so Biggie got a diamond album and a multi-platinum album, still being played to this day because of his impact. Lyrically, still one of the most amazing rappers you'll ever hear. One of the greatest storytellers as well. Timeless music. Not many people can make timeless music. A lot of people make music and it's good for the moment. Like for example, remember that dude? Everybody in the club get tipsy.
Yeah,
everybody, that was good for the moment.
Jaquan.
That was good for the moment. And stuff like that. You don't really hear that no more. You know what I'm saying? But you got people that make timeless music. That's incredible. That's why it still stands the test of time. That's why that's the definition of being great. So when people say Biggie shouldn't be in the top 5 and stuff like that, dog, I could pull up Biggie verses right now, Biggie songs right now, impact right now, and there's people that's out right now that can't even hold a candle to what he did back in the 90s, and it's 2023. So I ain't trying to hear nobody on nothing. You know what I'm saying? So no,
it's at 6 times platinum right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's at 6. But I'm sure that's the accumulation, from over the years.
Over the time.
Yeah, that album came out almost 30 years ago.
95 or something like that. 94, 95.
Yeah.
So
not to date or age us, but yeah, that came out of
So if you put Biggie in your top 5, there's no problem at all because it's difficult. Like great artists sometimes make things look easy, but it's very difficult to just make one song that's a hit, let alone make 2 or 3 or an album that 10 million people decided to buy. Come on, man. Nah, yo. If you want to put Biggie in that top 5, do that. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a lot of people that got a lot of music out there, and none of their music touches Biggie's. So, what are we doing?
Let me. I'm gonna throw Drunk's next question up here, but only because in Drunk, you know we love you, Drunk, but I can't. We don't tolerate no whole slander on Real Fans Real Talk, and this comment right here, you know, it's getting to me. Y'all do.
Listen, I'll say this to Drunk. I want to say this to Drunk. Trip, y'all going to trigger Trip out here, and we don't need that. You know what I'm saying? We don't need that. We trying to it's peaceful Sunday.
Yeah.
Listen, Midwest and South dudes, y'all may not play Jay-Z, but y'all favorite rappers play Jay-Z. Y'all favorite rappers is influenced by Jay-Z. And if you ask y'all favorite rappers, they all gonna say they aspire to be Jay-Z. So whether personally you listen to Jay, that's cool. That's a personal preference. But I guarantee you, whoever you got in your top 5, they all listen to Jay-Z.
Yeah. I'm gonna just ether this real quick. So we literally never play him in the Midwest and South. Jay-Z has surpassed every Midwest and South artist combined. So for some reason, for you to say he's never played in the South, yet he's bigger than everybody that's in the South and the Midwest, maybe y'all need to play Jay so y'all can learn how to get to his level.
Just saying.
Right. And like I said, I mean, if you from the South and Lil Wayne is in your top 5 or number 1, ask Lil Wayne who his favorite rapper is.
Yeah, go ahead. Hey, Mr. Carter.
He said, I'm the best rapper alive since the best rapper retired. That came out of Wayne's mouth.
Came out of Lil Wayne's mouth. Yeah.
Right. I mean, who T.I. would say is his who the best
bring
rapper?
Bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth.
I'm just saying. So
where that come from?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You mentioned earlier, and I'm a little upset because I had to postpone my trip there till next weekend. But when your favorite rapper's lyrics are on the side of a museum, then that's when you can talk about.
And to Drunk's latest comment, it don't matter what year Jay was the best rapper. Show me the rapper who got a better catalog than Jay, because Jay's worst album is better than your favorite rapper's best album.
Yeah. Well, we still
Jay ain't got one dud in his catalog. Jay's whole catalog, you could pick Jay's worst album and it's probably better than 99% of rappers' best albums.
Yeah, and you got to take this into account, right? I just finished watching a Vlad interview. Now, Drunk, we know you from where you from in America. Told you he's from St. Louis. Now, it literally just came out that Nelly didn't even write most of his first album, and that's
to Drunk's point too. He said Jay was never a year in which Jay-Z was the best rapper that year. Kobe Bryant only won MVP one time, but we know Kobe was the best player in the league for about 12 years.
Talk about it. Speak on it.
So just because you're not the hottest that year.
Wait, hold on a second. Because I could easily destroy this. There was never a year in which Jay-Z was the best rapper that year. You know what's very interesting about this statement? I hear people say there was never a year in which Jay-Z was the best rapper that year. So let's dive a little deeper. Pick a year. I see a lot of this general talk. Pick a year, because let's go back to 1996 all the way to 2023, and every single year from 1996 to 2023, Jay-Z has had impact on everything in the culture of hip hop, entertainment, and everything. You know what's interesting? A lot of the things that people rapped about was based off the things that Jay-Z did. Mm-hmm. So even the very lyrics that people are writing and people are talking about, they talking about Jay. People are mentioning Jay even when Jay doesn't even put out a project.
I'm laughing at this question. I'm laughing at this question, bro. I'm laughing at this question, bro.
Wait, yo, Trump, stop, Trump. Come on, Trump. Yo, Trump, yo, I love Trump.
We love
I
him.
told you.
I love Trump.
Hey, listen.
Trump is
What
the
I told you.
best,
What I told
period.
you.
He needs, yo, y'all gotta get drunk on the show. So
We
like,
listen. We invited him
He
already.
need his own show.
We invited him. We invited him a few weeks ago. We told Drunk whenever he ready. We told him this is
Yo,
Drunk every
is that
week.
dude.
Every
Drunk,
week in
you know
the
what's
comment
up,
section,
man?
this is Drunk. Every week, this is Drunk.
We need you got to
Listen,
pull
ain't
up one day,
hey,
man.
Drunk is not allowing any Jaquan slander. We get it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no slander. It ain't no slander for
It's not
Jaquan.
slander. It's not slander when you telling the truth.
It ain't
It's not slander when you telling the truth.
But
you don't have
we
to
got
like it.
like I said, we got to keep again, like as I mentioned, and as my man Hip Hop Gamer just said, the influence, the impact on the culture.
Yeah.
Like it don't matter if you want to say one particular year that another rapper outsold Jay-Z, okay, but the sales don't dictate who the best rapper is. We know that. The sales don't impact who the people are really gravitating towards.
Yeah.
And
I
don't
mentioned,
get twisted. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just as I
ahead.
mentioned. I mean, I think we all in agreement. We've talked about it before, and Drunk is one of the people, and other people in the comment section. We all view Kobe as one of the all-time greatest players of all time. Kobe got 1 regular season MVP. Steve Nash got 2. Is Steve Nash better than Kobe Bryant?
No.
So just because Steve Nash got voted MVP twice doesn't mean he's ever better than Kobe. Just because another rapper may have been a hotter rapper that year, will never be on the level as Jay-Z. It's not the same.
Yeah, and an easy way to measure this is let's see who put like this. There's only a few, like you could probably count on your hands. There's a few rappers that could sell out stadiums. When I mean stadiums, I'm talking about 60, 70,000 people coming to see one artist. I don't mean an artist that has a whole bunch of artists on the roster and they using other people's name like a festival. So I'm talking about one artist. Like Eminem could pack 70,000 seats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got a pardon like, for selling out the Garden in a day.
In a day. I'm like a young Marvin in his hay. Jay-Z could pack out 50. Could pack out. That's when you really know who's who.
Yeah. And let's keep it a buck. And no disrespect. A lot of them rappers in the Midwest and the South that Drunk talk about could never even play the Garden. Let's keep it a buck.
Yo, you could drop a bomb on that. That ends the conversation. That's it.
Let me throw a question up here because
we're gonna throw Pooh question up and Trip. Yeah. Remember, I warned you about this. Shout out to Amani. We love Amani as well because she has been a huge supporter of the show. Yeah. These are the questions I'll be talking about, Trip. That be like when these come up right here. These are the ones that we got to be very careful with. You know what I'm saying? They go to a different place right here.
Let's go to Pooh because we got to start running through some of these questions.
All right, let's get to it.
Let's go to Pooh. Pooh wants to know your top 5 female rappers of all time.
Ooh, I love this question.
And hold on. I'm sorry to interrupt. Before you get into it, after this one, Trip, get to Lene's question because I think that's a good segue to hers as well.
Okay,
that's right above it.
Got you. I got you, Pooh. So definitely Lauryn Hill. Woo, Lauryn Hill, something special. I just seen her at Yankee Stadium. She's amazing. So Lauryn Hill, incredible. Snow the Product. I'm telling y'all right now, this girl,
out of Cali, Mexican girl out of Cali.
Yep. She never gets her mainstream due, but she to me is the female Eminem. I'll put money on Snow the Product. I'll put Snow the Product in a room with anybody, including Lauryn Hill, who I just mentioned. And I'm telling you, Snow the Product is gonna leave with somebody's head. There's a track that she did with Chris Webby and Crooked Eye. I forgot the name of it off the top of my head, but she had the best verse out of all, like crazy. Like how Nicki Minaj had the best verse in Monster over Jay and Kanye. Like, yo, Snow the Product is the one. 3, gotta go. Ooh, this is tough, man. Yo, real talk. I gotta go with Remy Ma because she has earth-shattering rhymes. Like when you think about Big Pun, when he was like, "With my girl at from the front to back, do you believe that?" And then Remy Ma came through and killed it. And then every song that Remy Ma on, it's like people second guess or third, like, should I put on this track? It's like with Eminem. It's like, damn, Eminem is on my track. He gonna kill me on my own song again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Remy be killing people on their own song, man. Like, Remy different. So, gotta put Remy. So, Snow the Product, Remy, Lauryn Hill. Jazz the Rapper. She's a battle rapper.
Wow.
But Jazz the Rapper, she's
tough.
leaving with somebody's head.
Yeah.
She is leaving with somebody's head. Jazz the Rapper is one of the smartest rappers, period. Like, she got that Murder Mook type of intelligence when it comes to just rap skills. So definitely Jazz the Rapper.
Junk said you know what you're talking about because you mentioned Snow the Product. He said he rocking with you. He rocking with you.
Yeah, of course. And then for that last spot, I'm probably gonna have to rock with. It's gonna be so tough, man. But Rhapsody is something out of this world. She's like the female Kendrick to me. Like, Rhapsody is something special. Yeah, I'll throw Rhapsody up in there. And I'm saying this because we just talking about straight rapping.
Yeah.
If we talking straight rapping,
I was
that
about to
would
say,
probably be like,
Pooh is a tough critic, man.
Why you going at me like that?
Pooh, you asked him who's his 5 females, and then when he give you his 5 females, give me the hits. She want the hits.
No,
now.
but see, here's the Pooh. So here's the thing, Pooh. Like, one of the questions that was asked earlier was based on impact in rap skills. So if we talking impact and rap skills, that's a different joint. If we just talking about pure rap, then it's not so much about hits. We just talking about rap skill, like rapping, like the ability to rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. If you put Remy in a room, like we seen Remy and Lady Luck go at it and just bars and
Fight Club,
you know, like we talking rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Miss like Official and Miss Hustle. Like, you know, there's a lot of girls that rap. Top 5 female rappers rapping. We talking about rapping. If you talking straight rapping, I ain't talking about sales and sold out stuff and albums you made. I'm talking about your ability to rap good. Period.
And Remy do got hits now. Listen, we not gonna.
Yeah, Remy got hits. Remy got hits too. But the point I'm trying to make is, if we talking about straight rap, like, here's a better question. If you was to tell me that you're gonna put Remy Ma in a room, Lil Kim in a room, Snow the Product in a room, Lauryn Hill in a room, and Rhapsody in a room, and they just gotta do a cipher, made the best female win, who got the best verses. Yo, I'm telling you right now, I love them all, but I believe that Snow the Product is gonna win that.
Well, and I want to say this too in your defense, because again, this is his personal preference, Pooh. Like, she's saying name the hits. If we talking hits, if we being realistic, right? Cardi B might have more hits than Lauryn Hill. That don't mean Cardi B is a better artist than Lauryn Hill.
Facts.
Right.
You never heard Conceited?
Right. And that's
Yeah,
not a knock against Cardi. I'm just saying, like,
yeah, Cardi's
like what's the criteria? Because if you want like artists that can make hits, then that's how you gotta like really set up the question. You said his top 5, that's his top 5.
Yeah. And you gotta understand we talking rap. Jazz the Rapper, she writes her own stuff. Snow the Product, she writes her own stuff. You're not the best rapper if you don't write everything. So I don't believe Cardi B writes all her stuff from things that I've heard. And so like that, I don't believe
she's talked about it before.
Yeah. So
and we love Cardi, so this ain't no disrespect.
Oh yeah, exactly. Now, I love Cardi's amazing. Yo, what? I know her stuff. Drop top porch, rollie on my wrist, diamonds up and down my chain. Cardi B straight. Like, come on, like I rock with like Bodak. Yeah, all of that. I'm a fan. I'm just saying, if we talking straight rap, like rapping skills, rapping ability, Rhapsody write her own stuff, Remy write her own stuff, Snow the Product, Lauryn Hill, like they rappers, they really rap.
And I'm gonna go.
That's why Drake would never be top nothing to me because he don't write everything that he does. But Drake is one of the best artists. I love Drake. He's incredible. But I can't put him in that spot if you don't write all your own stuff. I mean, everything, like, for example, KRS-One said this, and then we get to the question. KRS-One said, if somebody wrote a rap that need to be said, but nobody was willing to say it, he would say that rap because it needs to be said. But KRS-One writes his own stuff, and he's not going to claim that he wrote that. He'll say that this is somebody else's stuff. I'm saying it because they don't want to say it, but it needs to be said because it's that good. He explained that. That's different. But if we talking straight up, like rapping skills and bars and writing your own stuff, yeah, like, yo, Remy's there.
And the reason why I put Lene's question up there next, because she's talking about Nicki, and Remy did Sheetha Nicki Minaj. I'm sorry to the with the barbs. I'm sorry, but it's true. She got Sheetha. She didn't want no smoke with Remy, and that was the end of that. So that's all I'm gonna say. And I'm gonna go to Lene's question. Sorry to the barbs. What's your thoughts on Nicki Minaj's impact in rap and overall career? To me, it's never been a female that's been consistent to some degree over 12 years, and right now might be the queen of rap. How is she lasting this long, and has she done enough to be a Hall of Famer? For the long question. Before you answer that, Hip Hop Gamer, let me just say this, because she said that there's not another female. Missy Elliott definitely has a career like that. Just that she's older than a lot of artists now, so maybe people don't remember. But Missy Elliott definitely had that kind of career. But
Missy's run was crazy,
right? And then I mean, there's other people I could name too. But to get to the question, my thoughts on Nicki Minaj is phenomenal. Like, period. I love Nicki. One of the things that I love about Nicki, she was talking about this, but she was like, yo, if she writes something and you don't get that lemon face, like you just ate a lemon and like your face don't squish up, then she's not doing her job right. Now, one of the issues, now see, the key thing that you said here, Lene, is impact in rap and overall career. So her impact in rap is different versus her impact as an artist. So I'll give you an example of what I mean. Her impact in rap is decent. And what I mean by that is that she do got verses that's dope. Like I said, Monster and a bunch of other songs that she got where she's rapping, and her rap is crazy. But what I mean by her impact in rap, there's a reason why if you say Nicki Minaj's name, but then you say Lauryn Hill's name, or then you say Remy Ma's name, their impact on rap, like we never seen Nicki Minaj, get into that world where she's like battling, going back and forth and trading blows and being in the trenches and stuff like that, in terms of just raw rap coming from that cloth. Not to say that she can't do it. It's something that we never seen that side of her, if she has that side to begin with. But her impact overall career-wise, honestly, I don't think the only person that's really like that she's probably behind maybe is Lil' Kim. And the only reason why I say that is because Lil' Kim came first, and her impact, like is next level. But Nicki Minaj,
she definitely,
yeah, but
from Lil' Kim.
Yeah, but Nicki Minaj, her overall career, she's a one of one. Like Nicki is Nicki, and everybody else is trying to get to where Nicki's at now. Cardi B is getting close, but even Cardi B is not where Nicki's at. Nicki is on a whole other level, but
Absolutely.
impact-wise, I still think Lil' Kim may have more impact than Nicki, and I'm saying that because Lil' Kim did what Nicki is doing now already in a whole other era.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And Lil' Kim is still transcending into new eras right now. Nicki is on the cusp of doing what Lil' Kim has already done. And you see that with the Ice Spices and all this other stuff and transcending things. So Nicki is right there. And yeah, I would just leave it at that. I believe her overall career is second to none in terms of Nicki's finding her own identity and have her own place in hip hop. Nobody could take nothing from her. So I'll just leave it like that.
I'll say this, and I like Pooh's comment right here as well, because I think Kim is a legend, and Kim big time influenced what Nicki did. But we also can't overlook that Big was writing a lot of Kim shit early. Nicki is a one.
We can't say that out loud because the publishing rights and all that. But we won't just
let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck.
No, you gotta keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck.
To Nicki's credit, Nicki has never had a ghostwriter, and every artist that's been in the studio with Nicki says that's Nicki's pen.
So wait, Safari wasn't a ghostwriter?
We know Safari was her background dancer, bro. We know what it was. He was the background dancer. And Amani, listen, and I want to say this too, because I think Missy is phenomenal. Amani's question is wild because Amani says Missy's career went from 97 to 06. She hasn't been consistent. I mean, that's a crazy, right? That's a 9-year run. Like, that's a 9-year run before you decided to like fall back. And even Nicki, the last few years has kind of fallen back as well as she's become a mother and taken on other responsibilities in her life. At Nicki's peak, Nicki's run was phenomenal. But like most people, you start to transition into other business endeavors and different things you got going on. Like we see Rihanna doing it right now. Rihanna ain't really putting out music because she's transitioning into a businesswoman now. Yeah. That's pretty much the norm.
But see, this is a little dicey right here because when you talk about a run and being consistent, do you mean, Amani, by constantly putting out music or constantly having an impact with what you created and what you're doing with it?
And that's a great question. Yes,
because see, the thing is, if you want to talk about consistent, like Jay has been consistent since the beginning, like since 96. Like Jay has been consistent. Busta Rhymes has been consistent out the gate. If you look at Nicki is still consistent too. I just came from Yankee Stadium when Lil Kim touched the stage.
Yeah,
it was over. Like it was over. Like, yo, it was crazy. Queen Latifah, when she touched the stage at Rock the Bells, it's crazy.
That's
so
cool.
What I'm trying to say is,
don't show her enough love.
So what I mean is, when we talk about consistent, are you talking about just consistently putting out music or consistently being impactful with who you are as a brand that still ties to your music and the things that you're doing in your endeavors? Because that's a different type of question. Because that goes a long way. That goes a long way too.
And I'm just gonna say two things before I go to the next question. One, don't forget when Missy was producing hits for other artists too.
Right. So that's another thing too.
Yeah. So that's one. So we can't forget about that. And two, with Nicki's impact and career is crazy, but for the most part, Nicki went untested because when Nicki
that's what I'm talking about.
It was only one female, and that was Nicki Minaj. When you're talking about the Little Kims, it wasn't just Lil Kim. There was a lot of
Foxy Brown.
Brown was out. She had that competition for Nicki.
Charlie Baltimore, and there was a lot going on. Like,
facts. So you also got to take that into account as well. Because with Nicki, remember,
and also, sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry to cut you off, but also you got to understand that a lot of these artists now is in a social media era, whereas Lil Kim and stuff like that, they was pre that.
Imagine the hardcore cover, in the Instagram days.
Right. Like, I mean, everything that the female artists are trying to do now on social media, Kim did that almost 30 years ago.
Exactly.
Like, let's keep it a buck. Kim was doing that back in the early to mid 90s, the stuff that artists are trying to do now to sell records or sell singles.
Yeah. So it's just like there's other variables to talk about. Like, the question is a great question. I just don't want to be unfair to the facts with missing variables to make that question really be answered fairly. That's what I'm saying.
This ain't even a fair question you threw up there, Trip. This ain't even fair.
Shout out to Kevin Ford.
Shout out to Kevin Ford.
Kev in the building. What's up, Kev?
Who y'all like in the Nicki Minaj versus Lil Kim versus? And I think Nicki has impacted the last 10 years of females.
Oh yeah, facts. Nicki,
I agree with that second half. But again, keep in mind that those are all Lil Kim babies. Most of the female
Yeah.
rappers that's out now are a lot of Lil Kim babies because Lil Kim really brought the sex into hip hop, like that sexiness as far as female rappers. So they all come from that. As far as the verses, I don't think it's close.
It's not even close.
Nicki Minaj. Yeah, Nicki Minaj.
But I will say this:
and
I would love to see Nicki Minaj versus Missy Elliott in the verses because Missy has a lot of hits.
No, I would like to see if it's still fair because in the terms, remember, verses is just your hits.
Yeah,
I know, but
it's your hits.
Son, yeah, but see, listen, Missy don't just got hits of her own; she got hits of other people's owns.
Okay,
that she wrote and did.
That's what the verses is. So that's why I said
your hits. It's your hits. But we're not going,
bro.
But we're not going. But hold on, we're not going. Right, but again, we're not going to pretend like now over the last 4 years, right, where Nicki has kind of taken that step back, we haven't seen the consistency from Nicki the last 4 years. But we're not going to act like Nicki don't have a lot of big hits.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she does.
So in a verses where you're telling me just get your 20 best against my 20 best, I mean, I think it's tough for any female to go up against Nicki because some of her biggest hits are global hits, bro. Those are big songs.
Yeah. So here's what I would say though, because people don't get it. The Locks has already proved this point. Don't get your hits twisted in a verses.
There you go.
Because just because it's a hit, that hit could work against you with, for example, let's say if Nicki Minaj is in a verses with Lil Kim, one of the things that I would do is I would come prepared with an actual verse and be like, I can't believe this chick is on stage with me. You better bring Biggie back from the grave in order to be able to compete with me. Or something like that. You don't write your own stuff, and we all know that.
Nah,
you sell sex,
you can't say that to Nicki.
No, I'm talking about Nicki saying that to
Lil
Kim.
Oh, to Kim. Yeah.
So my thing is, if Nicki was to say something like that to Lil Kim, let's say Nicki opened up not with any of her songs. Let's say she opened up with a verse, a battle verse that stripped the power from Lil Kim. That means that every hit that Lil Kim dropped, people will be like, yeah, but that's Biggie. Yeah, but that's Biggie. You take away the effect of what she has in that moment.
That's the 8 Mile moment right
there. That's the 8
Mile
moment. So the point I'm trying to make is don't get it twisted with a verses because it's song for song in terms of the structure, but somebody could flip it to make your songs powerless.
Yeah, because you listen, you gave the perfect example with the Locks versus Dipset.
Yeah,
where
people thought Dipset was going to win that.
A lot of people do because Dipset they have a lot of hits.
They got crazy hits.
They do.
Hold on. We're not gonna tolerate no Dipset slander though. We just not gonna tolerate no Dipset slander. You already know. It's a set all day. But I get that. But we got to remember too, the Locks are a real group. They still do shows as a group, whereas Dipset, that was more like a collective. They're a crew.
You're right.
But we talked about their hits, their hits are individual. Ballin' is an individual hit. Cam's hits are individual hits. So when they try to go up against Dipset, and that's your point, Hip Hop Gamer, where the Locks were going in as a collective. The DJ already knew what's the next cut, what we going into next right now, because this is how we perform all the time. Whereas Dipset, it was oh, it's my turn, it's your turn, it's my turn, it's your turn. You know what I'm saying? So it's I think that's I don't know if we could translate that to a female versus where it would be your best hits against my best hits, because it's not a collective now. It's how can you perform that one against mine, and if my song is bigger, the crowd is going to react to my song.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me go to D'Angelo's question. Why does Foxy Brown get overlooked? She was a monster. She was, but I think for Foxy, she just wasn't putting out work like that. After a while, she kind of just slowed down, and she had the vision problem.
She had the hearing problem. Her health, and that wasn't her fault, bro.
Yeah. So, but shout out, Foxy came to my church. Shout out to Foxy Brown.
Shout out to Foxy. You know what I'm saying? You know what's so funny? I used to rock with her brother Anton Merchant back in the mailroom and stuff like that when they had the office in the mailroom. It's crazy. Foxy Brown, Inga. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Let me go to Junk's question. Bro, your top 5 battle rappers right now. You mentioned battle rapping too many times, so I know you got to.
Yeah, battle rappers. Oh man, yeah. So Murder Mook, definitely. I think Murder Mook is the GOAT. Love Murder Mook. DNA, Charlie Clips. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's tough. Like I always get stuck right here because Mook, Clips, and DNA is like my love them. Jazz the Rapper. That'll be my 4th, and that 5th slot is tough. It's tough, but I'm probably gonna rock with my man Danny Myers. Bar God.
Okay.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now. Danny Myers has said some things that I've like never ever heard or thought somebody would ever say in like battle rap ever. Like this dude one time said he said something about like it's like he says, I think he's talking to some girl that he was battling. He says, my bars, he's like, my bars is so crazy. I can't or he said like my bars are so crazy. He said your head, like talking to this girl, is that your head is so crazy, it erects my, I don't want to say it, Enos, I don't talk like that, Enos. So you should call me Einstein, because you should call me Einstein because I'm built with a stroke of genius or something like that. It was crazy, I was like, how you doing this? It was crazy, like, yo, this dude Danny Myers is something special, bro. Yeah, so yeah, he's crazy.
Yo, shout out to Drunk. Yo, Drunk, man, you got to get up here with us one of these.
Hold on, Drunk. I got Danny Myers in my phone. Yo, I got Danny Myers in my phone, bro. Danny Myers is my bro. Danny Myers, DNA, Charlie Clips, Mook. Like, these is like my people for real.
Now, hold on.
I rock with them.
Before we go, Trip, let me hear your top 5 battle rappers. This personal favorites. Let me hear.
All right. I gotta go Mook.
Of course.
I gotta go Clips.
Of course.
I'm gonna go Calico.
Really?
Detroit.
Yeah.
Legend. Detroit.
Yeah.
Like,
I gotta say Cal.
He choked too much to me, man.
Let me see who else. Who I'm gonna go with? All right. I'm gonna say. You know what? Let me throw in one of the females up here. I'm gonna throw one of the females up there, and I'm gonna say Miss Hustle.
That's a good pick.
Hustle's tough.
Yeah. And I gotta say the last spot for the home team and put Cortez up there at 5.
Oh, word, my dude Cortez. That's my brother right there. I love Cortez. That's my dude.
That's family.
I was about to Trip. I was about to check you on that. I was saying, now you gotta put Tez in it.
And that's Brooklyn, so the home team is always.
Yeah, Brooklyn. Yeah. Cortez is that dude.
Cortez put me in my first music video, so Cortez always got to make the list. We gonna throw. I'm throwing Cortez in there. We got Mook. We got Lux. And then
I know his
Lux.
history.
You gotta throw Lux in there.
I love Lux. But I'm just keeping it a buck. Like Lux lost a lot and he chokes a lot too. Like, he's too much of a veteran to be lose. Like, Geechee Gotti beat him.
Yeah, but you talking recent history. We can't overlook the work he put in just to get the platform to where it's at right now.
No, bro, I'm with you with that, Lions Den, stuff like that. But what I'm saying
gonna get this work is
you gonna get this work.
Yeah, let's go. You gonna get this work. Jay-Z went crazy over that. I get it. I know all of that. I'm not saying he shouldn't be on it because of what he's done in the past. He helped build this. Like, I'm not saying that. What I'm talking about is, if you're talking about top five, how are you? It's your top
Again,
five. I ain't
it's
trying to say
personal.
you not to
It's
have
personal.
it.
Right.
It's personal. So okay, because the way I look at a top five, and like I guess this is me, is, you know, friends or not or whatever. I'm looking at, like, there's a certain criteria that comes along with top five. So I don't give the participation trophy out. Like, you know what I mean? I'm looking at the criteria of what it takes to be a top five. And like, look, you know, like, look at what Mook did to Lux. Look at what, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, but
like,
that's Harlem.
Even with,
that's Harlem, though.
Go,
Remember, these dudes, you know how it is, bro. These dudes been in so many ciphers together. That's Harlem right there. So Mook getting that on him. That's one of many times that they've been in a cipher or battled against each other. There's been plenty of times that verses have been exchanged between those two.
Yeah. Now, if you say gray hoodie Lux, then I got you.
Okay. All right. All right, we got to categorize them as gray hoodie Lux.
Yeah.
Or
if it's gray hoodie, top five, gray hoodie Lux.
All right. So I'm gonna say this. So Cortez definitely makes the cut. Core's family, Core's in there. We're gonna say Mook. We're gonna say Lux that came out with the suit and casket against Calico. Is that better?
But now listen, what's so funny is that was an amazing moment, but he still lost that battle.
Nah, no, he did.
No, he did not. His first two rounds against Cal,
he choked.
He choked. Yeah, but that's only one round. He won the second and third round.
His rounds against Cal
was choke. But even that,
bro, you choked.
That's not an automatic loss just because you stumble on a verse.
Yeah,
no,
and I had Cal in my top five, so I rock with Cal.
All right, so listen, I'm going.
I'm gonna shut up. I'm sorry.
I'm going. Nah, you good, bro.
I'm gonna shut up. I'm sorry.
We go. Pardon, that's his passion talking. Shout out to Jay. We got Core, we got Mook, we got Lux. I'm in the DMV, so I'm gonna throw his name in there because he hasn't been thrown in there yet. The Gunbar King, Tay Rock. I think Rock's energy, Rock is crazy.
I love Tay Rock. Yeah, I love Tay Rock. He's crazy.
This is my personal fave. Trip notice. This is my personal fave, man. Free to wave, man. Sue Surf is always going to be Sue Surf. I don't care what nobody say. Sue Surf third round against Hitman Holla might be the greatest round in battle rap history, man.
Nope.
Bro, stop.
No,
stop.
I know what.
Son, when Surf said
the best. No,
son, I'm sorry, and maybe a personal. When Surf said, "Your mom's was at the game, cardboard cutouts, fresh sign. My mother was in pain. You want to speak to the inmate? Press 9." I'm like, yo, Surf, that's it. It's Surf. Surf third round against Hitman Holla. To me, it's one of the greatest verses ever. I don't care. Like I said, I'll debate that to my grave, bro.
But Surf Surf lose too much.
To who?
Surf lose too much.
What? To who? He lost. He lost.
What are you talking about, son? Surf beat. Hold on. I'm gonna Surf.
Surf
to Charlie Clips.
To me, Surf at. The clips was like a one-off. The clips was like a one-off. But that wasn't even a full 3 round. That wasn't even a full 3 round. They did that in a small room. That was a small room one-off. Surf, I don't care.
Free to wave.
Free to wave, man.
Like
free to wave.
Bars and then say Jersey because he don't know his stuff all the time.
No, he does. Bro. I ain't gonna front. He do that when he forget the rest of the verse. It'll end off with Jersey.
We had 4 bars in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? So much love to Sue Surf, man. Free to wave. I got you.
Free to wave.
Now I'm gonna tell you, like, the greatest verse and moment. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, when Mook battled Lux, right? Busta Rhymes just walked in and he got in his seat. Murder Mook looks up, said, "Wow, this is crazy." Then he said, that's when he went in and was talking about, especially when you make sneak diss records and you thought we wouldn't keep the footage. And then he played it. And he's like, yeah, these rappers like Busta ain't better than this. And then Busta had no clue that Lux was talking bad about him behind his back. He had it on wax. And then after that, he said, "You see these floors? I don't rent them. I own mine. Took the keys out the jacket." Oh, no, bro. No.
Listen,
you kidding me?
Mook is
that joint was poetic. That was theatrical.
Definitely
You kidding me?
I'm always gonna say that Surf third round against Hitman Holler, that hit different.
It was fire. Let me say this to everybody. Big shout out to everybody in the comments. If y'all haven't already, I'm sending y'all back to the archives again because we got interviews on the YouTube channel with T-Rex, Charlie Clips, Loaded Lux, Murder Mook, Cortez. So y'all go into the archives. Y'all can check out our battle rap interviews as well. I'm gonna have Cortez come up here soon too as well. We're gonna get Cortez up because he got a new project that he's working on now, and he had a couple of battles this year. One of them he battled Jay Mills not too long ago as well. So we're gonna bring Cortez up here soon.
Mills is dope too.
Facts. We're gonna bring Cortez up here as well. Let me put up was that Imani's comment? Oh no, that was Janetta's comment. Shout out to Janetta Johnson. Next week we got Gene Dale coming up, so I know y'all gonna have 1,000 questions for Big Gene next week.
Wow, Big Gene.
Yeah, so we got him coming up, and then we got Nikki Avery. She's gonna be up here. Her and Renee, we're gonna have her come up because I know we've been telling y'all we're gonna have some representative from the female ballers, and then I'll have Cortez come up too before the summer is out as well. And then for everybody else from there, we'll as the weeks go along, we'll let y'all know who else is gonna go. Let me throw Hoop Baller Scoops comment up there. Why did none of y'all, anyone in the chat, say MC Light? Nothing but love and respect for MC Light. So but we just because a lot of times we picking our favorites or who we like. So there's no slight
personal preference. It's not none against MC Light.
And I'm gonna tell you like this: I just seen MC Light perform at Rock the Bells, and MC Light is something special. Like in person, she is something special even right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, MC Light, man, solid as a rock. Let's go, baby.
Facts. You know what? Let me throw this last question. I don't think we got to this one. There was one more up here. I'm trying to find it. Oh, here it is. Imani. She got one more question. She in the business now. She getting y'all know y'all getting toxic. What y'all think of the elite lesson with both Jay-Z and Dame Dash? I believe she was dating Dame when she passed, but it's rumors Jay was in love with her. Anyone hear this? I feel like I did hear that there was some type of flirtation or something like that.
That was a rumor.
But I don't.
I'm gonna let my man Hip Hop Gamer say something before I say it because I know what I'm about to say is about to be inappropriate. So go ahead.
Me personally, I don't speak on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with me. I don't think anything of it. Rest in peace to Aaliyah. Jay-Z and Dame, their relationship was what it was. They moved forward, and I just leave it at that. I don't like speaking on things that's and I guess that's the journalist side of me, but I don't really like speaking on things that's hearsay and there's nothing to go on, and I wasn't there or around to have any type of insight on what's going on. One of the most dangerous things, and I had to learn this over time as well, since I became a journalist too, but one of the most dangerous things you can do, especially when you're in a position of influence, is speak on something you know nothing about just to speak on it because it's there. And the reason why is because somebody would be like, yo, Hip Hop Gamer said this about such and such. Now, I work with Boogie Dash, which is Dame Dash's son. That's my brother right there. Dame Dash, I'm doing things with them too and stuff like that. Jay-Z and them, I know their team as well. I'll be at Rock Nation. I rock with them and stuff like that. Like, the last thing you want to do is create a scenario where the audience would take a clip and be like, oh, Hip Hop Gamer said such and such about such and such. The next thing you know, something get taken out of context for clicks, and people don't care about the real stuff that go on behind the scenes if your demise is profitable for them. So sorry for the long, drawn out explanation, but that's why I don't speak on things that I don't know about and things like that. I don't really have an opinion on it. All I know is that whatever happened. I wasn't there, so I don't know. So I can't say yay or nay. All I know is Aaliyah is a great artist. Rest in peace. I love Jay. I love Dame. And I'm going to leave it at that.
That's a great answer. And I agree with you. We weren't there. We don't know the details of it. But I've been sipping tonight. So I'm going to say this, right? if the rumors are true that Jay was with Aaliyah and then later on he got Beyonce, how the hell could you not say he's the GOAT? We're just gonna leave it at that. Because if Jay got Aaliyah, if Jay, I'm just calling it what it is. I'm just gonna call it what it is. If you're telling me Jay, this is New York smooth, and Trip, you're gonna appreciate this Brooklyn smooth. If Jay got Aaliyah and they got Beyonce later on, just leave it at that. That's the GOAT. There's nothing else to even talk about. That's it.
Listen, I can't even say that. I'm gonna let you take this question. Shout out to Dwayne Johnson. I missed this question, so I'm trying to go back. What's your favorite gaming experience so far and why?
All right, bet. So sorry the camera went out again. This is so crazy. But here's what I'm gonna tell you. I got two. One is always just playing video games with my grandma. You know what I'm saying? Always. I had some of the best times of my life just playing Donkey Kong Country and stuff like that with my grandmoms, dog. Especially when my grandmoms beat me, yo. My grandmoms beat me in some games, son. And I was like, yo, grandma, what up? Like you think you real? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like me and my grandmas had to have that conversation, son. So we get up on some other games, but that was one of the most fun times. And the second is the entire God of War series. God of War is my favorite game ever, period. Favorite franchise ever, period. Favorite character created, period. Shout out to my man David Jaffe. But yeah, ain't nothing like God of War, yo. God of War is something special, man. I encourage everybody, if you never played God of War, play every God of War, even the ones on PS Vita, all of that, PSP, all that. Play every single God of War that's ever come out. It's gonna hit you different for real when you know the story and how Kratos got his skin to be ashes and stuff. Like when you know the story, it's gonna mess with you. Period. God of War is something special.
Let me just add one of my favorite gaming experiences so far. Just since the question was asked, one of my top gaming experiences was having the Hip Hop Gamer play in the Real Fans Real Talk 2K tournament. Just put
that.
That's a fact.
We gotta do that again.
We got not only do we have to do it again, we got to call it what it is, Trip. When the Hip Hop Gamer pulled up, everybody and their mother took it personal in the spot. It was like, oh, he here? I gotta show out now. You gotta know who I am.
Yeah, yo, Mad P, yo, I was like, yo, what's up, son? I thought I was like, well, y'all set me up. Like, they was taking that joint real, son.
Everybody was trying to find a way to get a win on you.
Matchup for years. My cousin has been talking about y'all matchup in the tournament for years, man. Oh my goodness. He can't get over it.
Bro, I'm telling you right now. So, but yo, let's keep it a buck though. Real talk. Let's set it up. Yo, I'll put up money. I'll put money up, son. We could play 2K24 after I get my hands on it, play a few rounds, something like that. We could play 2K24. We could put money up. And the reason why I'm saying this is because shout out to my people who's over at video game amateurs and stuff like that. They had a launch event for Street Fighter 6 at Spin, right, in Manhattan. So they had a reserved area for me. I had like 100-inch projector with Street Fighter 6 on it. They showed me mad love. We was good. There was a lot. I went 26-0. 26-0. That was my win streak. And then after that, I took a loss. But I went 26-0 for my win streak. I had people lining up, and I was smoking everybody. I was killing everybody. I was in my zone. So the point I'm trying to make, I'm gonna get a few rounds in on my 2K24. Then we could set it up. We could do a gauntlet, son. I go up against anybody, B, and we could put money up, son. So your cousin, anybody else, y'all think y'all nice? Let's play. Because I'm gonna tell y'all, a lot of people that's nice in 2K, you're nice according to your settings. Everybody don't play the same way. I play very different. So I'm telling you right now, if you play with the 2K view, we could flip a coin and you get 2 quarters your way, and I play on a broadcast view 2 quarters my way. Because I don't like the 2K view. 2K view trash to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to tell you right now, we could get it in. And I want all the smoke because I play very different than y'all. And I want to hear nobody complaining. I want to hear nobody, oh, well, he does this or he does that. It's in the game. It's in the game. And that's how you play it because I play it my way. So let's go. And the money is on the line. What's up?
I think because we're too late in the year to start really planning the 2K tournament. But I think next year we're gonna have to really sit down and bring the tournament back, because the people been wanting it, and you know, I'm getting back into the groove of that now, and as things are back to normal, we're gonna have to see about bringing that back. We're gonna get up out of here in a minute, because we done kept Hip Hop Gamer into quadruple overtime. It's back-to-back weeks. We done went 2 hours, y'all. We love y'all, because it's back-to-back weeks. We done went 2 hours. Let me just give a couple of shout outs, and then I'm gonna let Hip Hop Gamer give us a final thought. Big shout out to the Liberty. They beat the Aces to win the Commissioner's Cup. That was a big win for them, and they kind of been kicking the Aces' butts the last couple of times they played. So big shout out.
Fun fact, I was there for that.
See, so they
was there for that game. Yeah.
Shout out to them. Big shout out to another past guest of Real Fans Real Talk, Golden Gloves champion Nathan Conjure. I'm glad to see he's getting back in the ring now. He beat a first round KO of Hasim Rahman Jr. This past week. So big shout out to Nathan Conjure. That's another guest that's gonna be on the show as well soon too. We're gonna late September. Nathan Conjure is gonna come back on the show, and make sure y'all get ready. Family Shoo Bruce Carrington is going to be back in the ring August 26th as well. He's fighting Angel Antonio Contreras. So make sure y'all stay on the loop for that. We'll probably bring Shoo back at some point this year as well to start recapping, because he's had a couple of fights since the last time we had him on. With that being said, let's get into the final thought segment. Hip Hop Gamer, talk to us, man.
Yo, man, first of all, just thank y'all, man. I missed y'all, bro. Real talk. So thank y'all for having me. You know what I'm saying? My brother Trip, my brother E, I appreciate y'all for real. One thing I want to say, man, and I said it earlier, but my tagline is character is your currency. The most important thing, man, is look, man, we're just people. I want y'all to really understand, just like in life, time is something that you don't get back. I know you know that, but I want you to really act on what you know. And whoever's in your life, whoever you probably had problems with, whatever it is, like, tell somebody that you love them, yo, for real. And also allow yourself to be loved too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Problems is problems. I get it. But I just want to see the best for everybody. I really mean it, man. I want to see the best for everybody. I don't speak on a lot of things. I'm on my business. I don't say a lot of stuff. But one thing I will say of things that I've been seeing a lot of people going through a lot of pain and a lot of depression, and a lot of people feel stuck, and a lot of people comparing themselves to others, and they want this and they want that. And I just want you to take a look at where you at right now. Take a look at what you have right now and enjoy it and be thankful. And if you want more, fine, go get more. But take some time to be like, wow, look at where I'm at. Look at what I got. It could have been this, it could have been that, but I'm still here. Like, you're winning. You're alive. You're winning. And I just want y'all to understand that character is truly your currency. I love y'all. And everybody that's in the chat as well. Like, y'all, I care about y'all too. Like, I genuinely do, man. And that's like my last word. I just want y'all to realize how important y'all are. Because if you don't realize that, then you're never going to get a chance to see how great you could be if you don't realize how great you are now. So give
We're gonna set that up. We're good.
Oh, yo, let's set it up, Drunk. Let's do it. And yo, everything is Hip Hop Gamer. My name is trademark, son. It's official. You can Google me, Hip Hop Gamer. So I'm on everywhere: YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, like X, like you wherever. I'm telling you, we out here. You know what I'm saying? So you can Google me and find me, Hip Hop Gamer, the one and only. Let's get it.
Game. Now we might have to set it up to have y'all play live right here on the air. So Drunk,
yo, let's do it. You ain't saying nothing but the words, son. It says GOAT on here. You see this? Hold on. Look. You see this? There's 3 goats. It's a 3-headed goat. HHG. You know what I'm saying? The goat of the game. You know you talking to? Let's get it, B. Come on, son.
There you have Eric. Final thought.
Man, as always, I want to say thank you to all the supporters, man. Everyone commenting, everyone who locked into the live. We're nothing without you guys, man. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're rocking with us, and we greatly appreciate it. Shout out to the Hip Hop Gamer, man. We went into quadruple overtime tonight, and we didn't even think about it. I'm being dead honest. We didn't even think about it. We didn't even one time say, "Oh man, it's getting out of hand." I'm gonna tell you how wild it is. Hip Hop Gamer hit us up 30 minutes ago and said I got 15 minutes left, and we went way over that. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck, bro. We appreciate you, Trip, my brother. You already know what it is love, baby. And again, we look forward to seeing you guys next week when Big Gene lock in. I know it's gonna be crazy then, but until then, man, everybody be safe, and we look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Facts. I'm gonna just say again, big shout out to you, Hip Hop Gamer. You know it's always love. We appreciate you anytime you pull up and rock out with us, especially when you're going into quadruple overtime. So big shout out to you. Big shout out to the supporters, man. Y'all motivate us so much every week. The fact that y'all being here early, dropping comments for us, and y'all rock out with us to the very end. Big shout out to y'all. Nothing but love. I'm gonna throw Junks comment up there as well. And I'm gonna end this show off the same way I started it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we appreciate y'all support, so we always want y'all to support us. But if y'all get a chance, y'all check out on the Plug Network. Episode 1 is dropping tomorrow, Code 187. That's the new series I'm putting out. So the Plug Network, Code 187 is dropping tomorrow. So y'all be on the lookout for that. And of course, as always, make sure y'all following us on all our social media, Facebook.com/Real Fans Real Talk, Instagram, Twitter @RealFanTalk. And of course, subscribe to that YouTube channel if y'all not already subscribed. YouTube.com/For the Fans Productions. If you are not in the New York City area and you can't watch us on TV on Verizon 43 on Thursday nights, don't worry. All you have to do is go to the website realfansrealtalk.com, and you can click on that red button on the homepage. You can watch us from anywhere in the world. And lastly, make sure you guys are subscribed to both the Real Fans Real Talk and the Sanchez Show podcast. We are streaming on all major platforms, but y'all know that already. I don't gotta keep saying it. But yeah, again, we appreciate y'all. Nothing but love for everybody, man. And for myself, Trip Young, my co-host, my brother Eric Sanchez, aka Legend in 2 Games, and of course the legend, Hip Hop Gamer. We up out of here. Peace.
Oh, hell. Put the fucking bag down, NYPD. I know this is a lot to deal with.
I think the best thing I can do right now is to let go and let God.
Got 10:30 in progress. We're gonna need all hands on deck for this one.
No stone should be left unturned.